start your own stream. Oh.
I've already started, so you've ruined my introduction.
Oh no!
Hi guys. Sorry I'm starting a bit later than I intended. I got distracted by a few things, plus I had an appointment. So, yeah, stuff happens. But we're still streaming, a bit later than I would have liked, but we're still here. Yay. I have my friend Matt Colvin with me on the chat, on the call.
Hello.
You know, giving good advice if he sees a comment or something that he wants to reply to or whatever.
Hello, chat.
Chat is good.
Chat is love, chat is life.
No, the chat's
Maybe not
awesome.
that
I
one.
love it. People are just very kind, aren't they?
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. I'm not too sure what I want to work on. Either this, my Aurora character thing that I started a while ago, another Goblin sketch, or potentially maybe even work a little bit more on my Rose Gold character. But I'm not too sure.
Oh, I haven't seen this one.
Which one?
The rose gold one?
Yes, you have. I showed you it.
Oh, no, yeah, you have that. There was another sketch I saw, like, in the stream before. I thought the girl had, like, blue hair or something.
Yeah, her, Aurora. Sorry, Aura.
Oh, okay.
Aura.
No problem. Sorry, my stream's a little delayed, so I'm not seeing everything in sync.
No, that's okay. Did I tell you the inspiration for Aura?
No, I love her, though.
Basically, I took one of those bases, and I just drew over and did my own thing with it. So it's not barely recognizable. You wouldn't know it was a base. The face is different. So and the hair. Well, they didn't even have hair.
It was just like a body.
Pretty much, it was just like a face, but it was very lame. If I can find the reference, I'll show you. You'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, I can sort of see it, but you really can't tell.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I gave her more hips as well because the character was pretty much just straight.
Yeah, you gotta have some curves in there. That's the fun part.
You gotta have curves. I mean, it's a girl. Most girls have curves. I mean, not all do, but most do. Yeah. I got a $10 donation from Hellbent. I recently finished that Hellbent picture I posted on Twitter, and there have been a few retweets, so thank you for that. And you didn't need to donate again, but much appreciated. Thanks. I really don't know what to say sometimes. I get all flustered.
Well, it's easy to support somebody who's like you and genuine and kind and just fun to be around. Yeah.
Alright, so which one should I work on? The Gooby and Dolan, my Rose Gold, more Zelda and Link, or that Aura character?
I mean, I'm interested in the Aura character because that just is something completely new I haven't seen, but
okay.
It's up to the chat, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm waiting for, chat to give a couple of opinions. A lot of people are just saying hi at the moment. Hello. Gooby, do you know how to dance? No, I have 2 left feet. It's any wonder that I managed to do my Deb dance. I had to have, well, I didn't have to, but I had extra lessons with my friend's mum who used to be a dance teacher. So I could at least do the, I think it was the 4-step thing. How you sort of step in a circle. If you haven't done dancing, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I dance like the whitest person that could possibly not dance at all.
I can't dance. I mean, I try, but I fail, so it's better to just, I suppose act and sing, although I don't really act anymore. I can't. But I can sing sometimes on stream, though, so it's not that bad.
And they get copyrighted because you're singing so good that it's like the actual recording.
I'm so bummed at that. I mean, I had so much fun on that stream. But, rules are rules. I broke the rules. At least I didn't get a copyright strike. I suppose if I'd protested it, I would have got a strike.
Probably, but
yeah.
You handled it.
Yeah, it just means that only I can watch it. I just want to see if I got all the notes the way I did in my head. Because I know what you hear and what you end up re-listening to can sometimes be completely different. I just want to know if I hit those high notes or if I butchered them completely.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, when I sing in the car, I think I hit a note, and then it's like I actually recorded myself one time just to see if I was actually hitting the notes, and I was very flat. And I was just like, I'm not singing ever again.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I've had a couple of votes for Aura, but I haven't really seen anything else. I'm a little bit worried about Aura, though, because colours have always been a bit of a challenge for me, figuring out which colours to use. I want to stick with the blue hair, but I think I want to do like 2 tones, like she's probably, what do you call it, ombre sort of thing. But I'm not too sure what the other tone will be. I'm still getting people saying, hey Gooby, morning, afternoon or evening to whoever's out there.
How about the morning to you?
Well, for me right now it's afternoon still, not quite evening. 4 o'clock's evening, or 5 o'clock's evening, but it's currently 3:35 p.m.
Afternoon delight. Now you've got me being musical.
Yay me.
Yeah.
Roblox school shooter, I'm doing alright. I did have a appointment earlier, but, you know, apart from that I'm alright. I need to have a blood test, but it was too busy. And I hadn't eaten, I was starving, so I just left. Maybe next. I'll have to have a blood test tomorrow, though.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Ooh, hello, Nelly Acosta. First time joining my stream. Hello. There's not really a lot that goes on here. People just talk in chat, or they ask me questions, and I reply as much as I can. And you get to watch me, you know, do my art stuff sometimes from scratch. That's cool. And we sometimes play Quiplash afterwards. I want to play Cards Against Humanity, probably not this stream, but the stream after when I find a good program for it. I like Cards Against Humanity. It's so bad.
I didn't know you could do that as a game, like on a
I don't think it's the
stream.
It's the same sort of thing, but I'm pretty sure you can play Cards Against Humanity on stream.
That's awesome.
Gooby, why do you need a blood test? I wasn't paying attention. Because I have low iron levels, I've got chronic fatigue, and I might have something wrong with my thyroid. Isn't that great?
I was going to say you were bitten by a radioactive spider.
No, I don't have superpowers, unfortunately, but that would be so cool. I'd love to be able to climb up walls.
You wouldn't tell us if you had superpowers, though, right?
Are you sure about that? Are you going to play Quiplash, maybe? So far, the only votes I've had are for Aura, so I guess I'm just going to do Aura and try to figure out her goddamn colours. Good luck. Yay me. Me and colours. Always been a good combination.
Spider goop. Spider goop.
Why did I know that you were going to do that? Oh, I might actually use this green that I've already got. I don't even know where this green is from. But I think I'll use it. I like it. It kind of works.
Had to go Palpatine there for a second.
Why not? Just don't do those Family Guy things again, please. Please. If you want to be on my stream, you are forbidden from doing that. You can do it whenever you want elsewhere, but just don't do it on my stream, please. I will be forever grateful. Have I done it
once since you
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. Did you just want to type who you are on chat just so people know who I'm talking to? Because I probably will need to say it a few times, so it'd be good if you said it this time. Let's see. Let's pick a purpley colour. Thanks, Jonathan. Hey, Matthew. Ayala.
Replacing my mic. Give me 1 second.
A bit colourful there. Well, there's nothing wrong with colourful. Everyone sneeze like Gooby. No, don't do that. No one wants to sneeze like Gooby.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you have nothing to be worried about because Ashley sneezes. Actually, it's not Ashley sneeze; it's her hiccup. She goes like, "Bleh."
What? Okay.
And every time she does it, I have to imitate it, and it makes her angry.
Aww.
So basically, everybody's got that sound within it. Thank you,
Hey,
Dustin,
Cheeseburger Freedom Man. Thank you for the $2. I'll spin once because I'm still feeling alright, but this will probably be my only spin for the stream. Thank you for the money! Whee! I'm feeling dizzy already. Why do I do this to myself? Ah! I don't know why I do these things to myself.
Like, enjoy torturing yourself.
I enjoy torturing myself. Yes, I do. Why? I don't know. I'm just a weirdo.
Dude,
oh, good, I did fix that.
Chat. Oh no, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to continue on this Aura character. We'll try to figure out, you know, more of her colours. I might change it a few times because I'm dissatisfied or whatever.
Oh, I apologize if you can hear my squeaky-ass chair. I'm trying to not move so much.
It's alright. It's okay. I've heard much worse. Trust me. There's a bed at Dolan's mother's house that squeaks every time you just move on it, so you kind of have to just lie very still. So trust me, I've heard worse.
It's like nails on chalkboard.
Not quite. It's just very squeaky, and every time you move, what was that? Every time you move slightly, it just squeaks, and it's really not fun. Dolan will know which one I'm talking about if he happens to be, you know, just lurking in the chat somewhere, as he does.
We must not anger the beard. He will hurt us.
Oh, thank you, Ballscraft. Thank you for the $5 donation. This will be my thing every time someone donates for the time being. Gooby dance. Woo! This is what Dolan calls my Gooby dance. I need to come up with something better. That's all good. Thank you so much. That's like my 3rd donation this stream. Yay! Thank you.
She'd be rolling in the money.
You'd think so, but I haven't been paid from YouTube yet. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Dolan's going to look into it. I haven't got a single one of the donations in my account yet.
Make it so.
Well, it's not that I'm, you know, in need of money. It's just, you know, nice to have if you need it. Like, for example, I have to fix my phone screen because it's cracked. So that's going to eat away at a little bit of, you know, money. That's my fault for dropping it on the concrete.
Oh, did you have it in a case?
Yes, but it's only got a backing. It dropped on the front, so on the glass side.
Oh.
Yeah. And I didn't realise it until we closed up the shop. I kind of like this colour of her top. It's interesting.
I like the transparent effect you're doing.
I love transparency. It's like one of my favourite things. I thought I'd do the belt transparent, but I think I'll just make it like some kind of red. Maybe like an orangey red. Burnt orange. I'm not an expert on colour, but I'd like to think I have a bit of an idea. Of course, I'm going to have to get rid of these lines now because they kind of don't need to be there. So how's the chat been doing since yesterday? Any news? Anything interesting? Just another day of the year? What's up?
I can't, Vengeance, I can't do any of the Family Guy stuff. Gooby's
I banned
orders.
him. He's not allowed to. Or if he does,
Wait,
I have to be blocking my ears.
Even Peter Griffin's laugh?
Ugh! Please don't, please don't, please don't.
Okay. Just had to ask.
Okay. But don't.
Someone requested, that's why.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm, you know, cutting you from your creativity, but just don't.
It's fine. There will be other times.
I guess there will. I can't tell you what to do when you do your own, you know, chat thing whenever you do that.
Exactly.
I think I read that there was someone that subscribed to you on the chat before. They said they subscribed.
I think their name was Brandon. I said thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gooby's laugh is better than Peter Griffin's laugh. Thank you.
It is. Oh, so you get to do it, but I don't?
I didn't know that I was doing it. I was like, okay, let's try a weird laugh. And I'm like, oh, wait, that is Peter Griffin. Whoops. Although I don't quite have the same twang that he does. Yes, he can do Simpsons. If he wants to do a Simpson character, do a Simpsons character. Just don't do a pedophile. Terribly.
I actually don't do any Simpsons characters, mainly just because I'm not good at any of them.
Okay.
I could do Futurama.
Sure, do Futurama.
Oh my, yes.
Entertain the chat. Good job.
Good what? I used to be able to do South Park, but then my voice cracked and I haven't been able to do it since.
Oh, damn, the voice crack.
Yeah. I took my first step into nature's path. It was a really bad Werner Herzog. I apologize.
I don't really know the characters that well. South Park is just a little bit too much for me.
Werner Herzog is he's a very famous film director from Germany, and he's a character. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I love his movies too. They're fantastic.
Cool.
Werner Herzog. He did Rescue Dawn, and they did a whole lot of documentaries. Cool. And the documentaries are great. Excuse me. I still haven't caught a legendary Pokemon. But of course, I couldn't really go out today because I was exhausted. So I just didn't do it. Stupid Pokemon eluding me. It's not fair. You will catch one eventually. You'll just have to have the patience for it.
Do you know what really annoyed me though? The people that I ended up being, in a bit of a... Well, I wasn't really invited to the group or anything. I just sort of tagged along because, well, Pokemon. Some of them had already caught one. They'd already caught a couple of legendaries. They were just there to build up their candy, and it's like, you've already caught one. Good for you, but...
It's I wish I was that awesome.
A little bit. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to do that thing that I've done in a few of my other pictures where I get rid of the, the line art and just make it so that it's coloured, so that the only black that you see is the eyelashes and probably the nose and the eyebrows in this case.
Ooh.
I've done it a few times. I do it on most of my drawings.
It's just fun to see the actual process.
Fair enough. I think I will keep her mouth in, but I will get rid of this because I've already got it in another layer. Sort of. Yeah. I'll be right.
Her eyes. Aww.
Yeah, I did that in Photoshop before I brought it to Illustrator, so I kind of cheated there.
Cheater.
No, because I did the basic sketch on Photoshop. Yeah, I know, right? And then I brought it onto Illustrator to do the line art. But I managed to keep the, I managed to clip the eyes that I did in Photoshop in the line art. If that makes sense. I probably just confused everyone.
Just the people who don't know how to do Photoshop. Which could be a substantial portion.
Probably. Get on it and get Photoshop. It's an awesome program. No, I can't tell you what to do. Just do what you want.
That's actually her superpower. She just doesn't tell people that. Toy Story's on TV. I've still got it on the Disney Channel. Zootopia was on just before I started streaming. But I can't quote it though because I don't know it well enough. I could quote Toy Story though. Potentially. How good does it look on Kingdom Hearts 3? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
It looks amazing. It looks like it's straight from the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I'm sure you'll see screenshots.
Toy Story 3?
Hmm?
Are we talking like Toy Story 3 quality?
Yep, easily. I think it's meant to take place between 2 and 3 though, at least in the Kingdom Hearts game. Because Woody and Buzz are getting along. I don't know whether Jessie's in it or not though, as in, you know, the cowgirl.
Right. Do they have a release date yet?
No, I don't think it's out yet. But of course, Dolan's a little bit bummed out because that means he has to wait longer for, you know, his Final Fantasy VII. He is so desperate for that game to be released already. Gooby, do you have a snake in your boot? Nope. I have a cat on a couch somewhere. Oh, she's like lying on the couch itself. Usually she lies on like on top of the couch, like on top of the headrest or whatever you call it, the backing. But now she's actually on the couch sleeping. It's very cute. I thought it was a little plush. But nope, that's my cat.
I just couldn't stop laughing how she was just like showing her butthole to the camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But she was very cute though. She was being very cute to me. That's what mattered. Sorry that the chat had to see her butt, but she was being cute to me. That's rare.
She was just like, look at my fanny, look at my fanny.
Trying to figure out if that's part of the eyelash. I'll just make it part of the eyelash. Go me. Making decisions on the fly. And he's excited about
You're good at decisions.
I can be. Sometimes I make the wrong decision. It's been a few years, but I do it. Okay. Where's that bonding strip? Sorry. Expect random quotes. I apologise in advance. Seeing as I've given her an eyelash on this side, I think I'll do one on this side too. I probably originally did give her an eyelash, but I got rid of it. Whoopsie daisy. Gooby. Whoops. Hold pen right. Simple.
You didn't see Dunkirk yet.
No, I haven't.
It's
I haven't seen the new Planet of the Apes either. It hasn't come out in Australia yet. Dolan and I are seeing it, I think, next week.
It's great. It's very emotional, but it's very great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the guy who's doing it's doing the next Batman, and like my first thought after finishing it was I just turned to my friend Sam and I was just like, Matt Reeves is gonna make a hell of a Batman movie.
I thought you were gonna say hell of a Batman, and I was like, I thought Ben Affleck was Batman.
He is and will remain Batman. I'm so happy. Like, someone asked, or he like made a statement at Comic-Con. It's just like, I'm Batman. I'm gonna do it. I'm lucky. I love this character in this role, and I'll do it until they don't want me to anymore. I'm like, yay!
Fair enough.
Because I heard there were rumors about him possibly trying to get out of it. I was like, no. I know a lot of people grew up with Christian Bale, and I respect that. I believe in the Batfleck.
Alright, I'm just gonna have to undo my last mistake. Didn't realise I made a mistake, but I did. I have to redo that so that the green eyes are still part of it. Whoops. Good job, Gooby.
I wouldn't have probably noticed it immediately if you hadn't pointed it out.
What I want to do is duplicate this. But I want to get rid of the dark. Get rid of all that.
Vengeance, I'm going to say something that's going to anger you probably in response to your answer. PC. I know that's not one of those answers, but that's what I have.
What did
And
he
I
ask?
love it. Hashtag PC Master Race.
Oh, okay. There we are, the eyes are back. That was a simple fix. Go on, Gooby, how are you doing today? I'm alright. If you see me yawn or anything, I'm not tired, I'm just exhausted. There is a difference, you know.
Yes, PC.
Oops.
To be fair, I didn't just get a PC to be like smug about it. Although after getting one, I can be a little bit. I actually do like video work, and I needed a new computer desperately, and I was able to budget build mine for like significantly less than it would be to get something else, and it was just something where it happened to work out that because I could edit video on this very well, I can also game on this like super well. So. And Steam is amazing.
I think the blue hair looks better now that I'm actually colouring it in with the black lines disappearing.
Yeah, it kind of blends together, but kind of like separates too at the same time.
Yeah, I like doing this technique, but it does definitely take the longest. Oh well, art is pain sometimes.
Here, 1 second, chat. I will put my PC specs in the chat. Sorry, just replying something real quick, email-wise.
Yep. Who's Gooby drawing? This is just... I suppose she is a original character, pretty much. She's not based on anything, it was just me drawing on top of a base, making fun of it, without being too mean about it.
bring up the screen so I can see what you're doing better.
Yep. Just do whatever you need to do. You have my permission.
Yay! It was like I could see like part of it, but then not the whole thing, and it was frustrating.
No. Paxtel, that's alright. You don't have to come to every single one of my streams. I'm fine if you just come to one or two. You know, as long as you come to the stream and you have a good time and you don't harass anyone, you're welcome anytime. Number one rule, don't be a bully.
Exactly. It's easier to just be nice. And
exactly. Why you gotta be a bully?
if you don't have anything nice to say, just chill out and don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, there are times when you're like, I want to give my opinion on this, and it's like, no, that's alright, I'll just keep things to myself.
It took me a while to learn this, but there's a very valuable lesson, which is pick your battles.
Yes, indeed.
I learned this growing up in the household I was in, and it was just one of those things where I used to fight every single one of them, and nothing progressed, and I learned to keep my mouth shut, and then slowly but surely, the ones I would fight, I would either win or come very close to winning.
Fair enough.
So it's like, yeah.
Damn.
And that's why I live on my own now, yeah! Forever alone.
No. You have a lady, though. She just doesn't live with you right now. Unfortunately.
Forever.
Oh.
It's just a part of my imagination. Kidding.
So that all those stories about her were lies?
No, I'm kidding. No,
I know.
I couldn't make that stuff up.
I suppose not. Oh, I thought that was Dolan in the chat, then I realised that it was someone making fun of his 2015 logo, which I actually liked. I thought it was, you know, bold and different.
It made a statement.
Yes, it makes a statement.
I worship Dragonfire to answer the question. Actually, we were talking about Batfleck earlier. I actually have a very funny connection to that with my computer.
Oh, God. Have you called your computer Batfleck?
No. To make this story short, Gooby already knows this, but about a year and a half ago, I actually worked on Ben Affleck's gangster movie, Live by Night. It was my first set experience ever, and I actually used all the money I made working on the movie for the 4 or 5 days that I worked on it to pay for the computer. So I actually got a little plaque made that says "Paid in part by Warner Brothers and Ben Affleck," and it's on the front of the console.
That is freaking awesome!
Yeah. And to answer your question, Gooby, I actually named it the War Rig after Mad Max.
Oh, well, still a geek thing. I was close.
Oh, totally. You know me well enough. But
apparently,
it's funny. Actually, I got a little decal of the Immortan Joe logo from Mad Max. It's on the front of it under the Ben Affleck flag.
Nice.
So, yeah, so in a way, Batman funded my computer.
Nice. Batman funded.
Or go ahead, sorry.
That's okay. I was just saying Batman funded.
My friend Matt was telling me to get a logo for Wayne Tech. And I was just that's a little on the nose.
Gooby, did anything scare you as a kid? I suppose spiders still scare me now because they're actually real. They're not just a figment of, imagination. They are a real creature, so yay me.
What, spiders? Or?
Yeah.
I walked into a very big spider web earlier today.
Ugh, nasty. Yeah, and you survived?
Yeah, it was like kind of like in my hair. I freaked out at first because I was going to do laundry at the little laundry area in my complex, and I thought the spider was in my hair, but then I clearly saw that it wasn't. And I was just like, well, if you want to go up into the corner of where like the roof and the roof and the like wall that leads to my door meet, and you want to like stay there and get all the mosquitoes, go for it. But if you're gonna get in my face again, I will smash you.
Fair enough.
I like to think that spider and I had an understanding.
Yeah. Matt, your opinion, and I suppose the chat's as well. You know how I've got this top with green on the top and this like pinky purple on the bottom? Do you think I should just scrap the green and make it also the pinky purple?
Pan out a little bit.
Because I think I do want to make the green see-through. I still want to make it see-through.
Here, let me see the pants a little bit.
They're flares.
I honestly like the green.
You like the green? Do you think I should still do it transparent though? Like with the skin? Yeah, I'll still do transparent.
Well.
Slightly. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Do it, let me see it.
Just
because the thing is, the green goes really well. It complements the red shoes, so you don't want to lose it. But I see what you meant by like possibly changing it.
Yeah, maybe that's too much. I think I'll take it back a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. Just that. Well, you can't really tell it's transparent though. Well, it's meant to be transparent. That's okay.
When you go to add the details and stuff, when you add the shadows, you'll be able to really tell that that's transparent.
Yeah, I'll be able to do it then. Oops. Wrong way. Inverse. Thank you.
Slasher, what you found like my old Twitter that I don't really use anymore here. Gooby, do you mind if I link my Twitter?
No, it's fine. You have my permission.
Didn't want to just do it.
It's okay.
There you go. I forgot. I mean, my Instagram is just at Art of Matthew, but I forgot the Twitter is at BEArt. It's the most pretentious name I could think of, but it didn't have any. And it wasn't intentional, but it was the only thing I could think of that didn't have like spaces or numbers and shit in it. So. I think Batman, just because Iron Man is smarter than Batman, but the thing is, Batman knows infinitely more martial arts than Tony Stark does. Like, there's a great meme where it shows like it's like. Basically, it breaks it down. It shows like after like the suits are gone and all the tech is gone, Iron Man's just a guy, and then Batman's still a ninja.
Yeah, so. You've got a point there.
And when I say Tony Stark's smarter, I don't necessarily mean like he's more intelligent so much than Batman, but he's just more like he's more inventive than Batman is. Batman's just like Sherlock Holmes smart though, like as far as like detective work.
Fair enough.
But Sherlock Holmes cannot name all the planets in the solar system.
He cannot. So of our solar system. Wow. What a noob.
According to the BBC one, which I love, it's like someone asked him like something about like the planets in the solar system. He's like, this is a hard drive. I only have a certain amount of space. I'm not going to fill it with useless stuff.
Oh, excuses. Sure.
That's literally what John Watson says to him.
Sure.
Have you ever watched that show, Gooby?
I watched a little bit of it, but I was watching the one that they had on Channel 10, the one where they had Lucy Liu as Watson. I watched a little bit of that one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't mind it.
I respect the cast. It's just one of those things where I saw the BBC one first, where it's like Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, and it just ruined everything.
Fair enough. Hey Goobs, are you singing today, this stream? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not 100% against or for that yet. I do like my songs. If I feel inspired, I might.
I just want to hear Gooby sing Adele at some point.
Adele, which one?
I mean, any Adele.
I only have
heard,
3.
You had the Skyfall song on your playlist the other day. I was like, ooh, and then you skipped it. It's like, oh.
Because I don't know it as well as the others.
Fair enough.
That's all. Bing.
Kind of funny Adele story, actually.
Yeah.
Back in film school,
Yeah.
there's this one guy named Marshall who would kind of just like he like knew like how to annoy me, and that was just to sing "Trouble" by Taylor Swift.
Oh God, that song.
In front of me.
Can't do it
Or
right
just
now.
do like any annoying, cringy Taylor Swift song. And finally, one day I had enough of it, and I started belting Adele in the middle of the school. And it shut him up, but it had people staring at me. But I'm like, worth it.
Totally worth it. Good job.
Later, Slasher. Thanks for coming.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shame on me that I took me to places I've never been. That one. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Sorry.
Well, it all started because I showed somebody the clip where it's like they've synced up the O's to like when Nicolas Cage is screaming in the Wicker Man. Have you seen that?
I've seen versions. There was one where they replaced her O with a goat.
That one's funny.
Yes! You know exactly which one.
Oh, absolutely. I tried to find the best one for the longest time, and the Nicolas Cage one made me laugh the most. Because it's literally him screaming, being attacked by bees, and there's not a part of it that's not funny to me.
Gee.
And they're fake bees, so I'm not a sick bastard.
I see.
You know.
They're fake bees, so it's alright. Because they're fake bees, it's fine.
I feel like actual bees wouldn't sting Nicolas Cage because they have an understanding with him.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Nicolas Cage is not of this planet, and one day we will meet the people he comes from.
Fair assumption.
I mean, he did steal the Declaration of Independence.
That he did. You can't be forgiven for that. I haven't watched that movie in quite a while. I remember there was a reason for it, but I forgot.
I really liked the first one. I saw the second one. It was like the last week of school.
Yeah.
Whenever, and we watched it in class. We had to watch over the span of 2 days, and I was entertained by it. I don't remember it as much, though. I just remember Helen Mirren's his mom.
Fair enough.
That's like one of the, like, I'm still kind of weary on, like, which Nicolas Cage movies I like, but those two are fun.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of Ghost Rider.
I don't think many people are.
Like, I respect him being, like, a comic geek, and I could tell he tried his best with that. I just thought he was horrifically miscast. But, I loved him in Kick-Ass. Oh my god, he's great in Kick-Ass.
I have not seen that movie. I am bad.
He basically plays Nicolas Cage, like, playing, like, Adam West Batman.
Oh, okay.
It's
that sounds epic. Sounds pretty epic to me.
Well, the funny thing is like he acts like the Adam West Batman, but he kicks so much ass like the Ben Affleck or the Christian Bale Batman. It's just like, yes.
Nice.
I haven't seen The Croods, actually. Have you seen that?
No. Is that one in history, the caveman one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good.
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard the same thing.
I saw one of the artists I follow on YouTube, actually, like, he was showcasing a bunch of his art books they had, and that was one of them. He's like, you know, say what you will about the movie, but the, like, art design for this movie is phenomenal. And I have to agree. I need to get the Zootopia art book.
I love Zootopia. I know a couple of people have poo-pooed it, but I love it.
I love it. The minute I saw the first trailer, I was like, I love this.
Good for you.
Like, Jason Bateman explaining what anthropomorphic animals are. Take my money.
A little bit, yeah.
And then they add the adorable bunny.
Judy.
Yes. And get all my money. Actually, I have a plush of Judy on my bed.
I want a plush of Judy. I have a small figurine, but it's not that impressive.
Is it the Disney Infinity one?
No, it's just one that they were giving out when the movie first started. It was in a vending machine. Dolan got it for me.
Oh. I got the 2 Disney Infinity things because I wanted, like, this is before I got the plush. I wanted at least 2 just, like, great representations of those characters, like, somewhere in, like, my collection of useless stuff.
Aww.
And, I got both of them. I feel like they nailed it with those 2 characters.
Cool. There we go. String on the end.
I can't tell you who would... Well, actually, I'm going to say the Justice League because Superman. They're saying who would win the Avengers or Justice League. Although Superman is weak against magic. I forget about that.
Really?
I don't know. All I know is I saw that Comic-Con footage for Justice League and screamed. It's nothing against Marvel. I just grew up with like the animated like Batman series, like the Bruce Timm one, and then the Justice League, and so it's like that's like what I think of when I think of superheroes, and the Teen Titans, of course.
Love the Teen Titans.
I love Spider-Man too, but well, you know my love for a particular member of the Titans.
Of course, I know. You drew her a lot before you rediscovered Sally and Revy.
Yeah. I have too many muses. It's kind of
Apparently.
weird.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think I have a sudden unhealthy obsession with Zelda.
There's nothing unhealthy about that because everything you do with Zelda is gorgeous.
Thanks. Oh, it's okay if you're obsessed with it because you can draw it well. It's fine if you can draw it well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine or Robert Downey's Iron Man? I gotta go with Jackman.
It has to be Wolverine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Iron Man, but Wolverine, come on. I love her shoes and dress. At least we seem to have, you know, decent-ish colours for her that work. I still want to do another tone in her hair, but I'm not too sure what one yet. I think last time we voted on brown, but I'm thinking like maybe a reddish brown. I'm not sure yet.
I was gonna say like you could do like maybe some red near the tips, or you could just do like some variations when you go to shade it.
I'll figure it out.
It's I mean it's totally your design. I'm just like going off of like I don't know what I think.
It's alright. The most annoying...
I do miss the old... sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, the most annoying thing about Photoshop sometimes is not realising that you're doing it in the wrong layer, and by the time you realise it's too late to go backwards. So you just have to start fresh. You just have to go back to the point where you last saved it, and you find out you've lost at least half an hour of work.
Yeah, it's very unforgiving if you're not aware of everything, and, you know, you learn very quickly. Wolverine or Deadpool... I think what would happen is something, well...
I know they want to do a collaboration. Well, I know that Deadpool wants to do a collab with Wolverine.
I know Jackman said he's not going to do it. I guarantee he would do something. Like, he kind of do like an X-Men First Class, where he's just kind of in the bar and he tells them to fuck off.
Maybe.
I'm just happy that Deadpool was as successful as it was.
Yeah, that was really good, wasn't it? And yet there were still parents that took their kids to see it.
Oh, I didn't tell you. When me and Ashley went to see it, like, okay, how great was it? This is how I know she's the one. I can take her on a date to go see Deadpool.
Okay.
But, what was it? There was a couple who had, like, a toddler.
Oh, idiots.
Deadpool.
Idiots.
I'm like, no.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad parents.
Like, this is why we can't have nice things.
It is exactly why we can't have nice things. Well spoken.
The worst is when I was working at the movie theater and somebody brought, it was a couple brought their, like, toddler to go see, like, it was either, like, Annabelle or, like, it was one of those like horror movies that's like about possession.
Oh
or
god,
something.
oh god. Ugh,
I'm
those
just
ones.
like, okay, so you want to traumatize your kid for life? Fan-freaking-tastic, you do it. You go do that.
You'd be surprised how much memory kids can retain. I mean, my sister can still slightly remember when she was in a car crash. And she was only about 3 or 4 at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
I mean, Sausage Party was a little bit more on the nose with their adult humor, but I feel like Deadpool, like, showcased more of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sausage Party. Dolan has, but I haven't.
I originally swore off that movie, then a friend of mine's like, watch it when you have literally nothing else to watch because it's on Netflix. And he's like, if you have alcohol, that will make it even funnier. And he was right.
Okay, so you need alcohol to enjoy it. Well, you should have alcohol to enjoy it.
I'll tell you one thing I think you would take away from it.
What? Is
even with the immature and gross humor that it has, the creativity and cleverness that they do, like, with the characters as far as the food. Like, how they personify certain characters, what they do with them, it's creative. Some of it's kind of offensive, but I will give them credit in the fact that they were thinking outside the box with some of the ideas with the food.
Fair enough, but I heard that they underpaid their animators.
Yeah, that's why I swore off of it. And that's why I watched it on Netflix, because I didn't pay for it.
Fair enough, okay. Good choice. See, that's the thing about the internet. You can't keep things secret for long because people will, spread it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that they've already started spreading the pictures from the new Legend of Korra comic that's coming out?
I didn't hear about that, actually.
Okay. Well, they've started spreading pictures from it.
Well, I have another similar thing. It's related to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
They showed a trailer for Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
And it was, of course, leaked. I have watched it. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still more pumped for Justice League, personally, but I think Infinity War's finally going to, pardon the phrase, but put some hair on Marvel's nuts, finally. I'm ready for them to actually do something with stakes.
Fair enough. I thought that Wonder Woman was a pretty good step, though. I thought that was really good.
That's DC, though.
Right.
But, like, Wonder Woman was amazing. And, like, I just want Marvel to do more, like, stuff, I guess. Like, I was kind of disappointed with Civil War because I thought somebody was going to die.
Oh, come on!
And I really wanted somebody to die. Well, I have a reason for it. I'm not just sick and gratuitous.
Okay.
My reason is that
in the original, someone dies?
Huh?
In the original, someone dies? Like in the comic?
Well, not even that. I mean, my main issue with the Marvel movies is I feel like there's no, like, stakes because everybody's going to live because sequels can be made. And I'm just like, I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, you need to show, like, they kind of did it with spoilers with Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. But he also only appeared in that movie. I'm talking, like, there needs to be somebody who has appeared in multiple movies, kind of like what they did with Coulson in the first movie.
Yeah.
But they need to remind these characters that it's like there's cost, there's stakes to everything.
Of course.
Especially with Civil War's whole central plot being around the casualties or the aftermath of all the stuff that happened in Avengers.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've heard that there's going to be a body count in Infinity War, so I'm like, okay, good.
Interesting. Okay.
And like I said, I don't want these characters to die, but I feel like, self-sacrifice should be a thing. I mean, I know people, like, didn't like Batman versus Superman, but I was very moved by Superman's selflessness. And, of course, I personally connect with that interpretation of Superman heavily.
Fair enough.
But I was very moved by that. Even Wonder Woman, I'm not going to say specifics, but there's some stuff that happens in Wonder Woman that was incredibly moving. And I haven't honestly been, except for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I personally haven't really been moved by any of the Marvel movies.
Fair enough.
Although Doctor Strange was awesome.
That was pretty cool. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. You've come to die. I quoted that for like a week. It annoyed Dolan.
You know what was funny was my mom actually would quote that. Like, I took her
Really?
to see Doctor Strange because she loves, I got her addicted to Sherlock and she loves Cumberbatch.
Ah, fair enough.
And I was like, oh, you gotta watch him play a superhero. She's like, he's playing a superhero? I'm like, yeah, he's like Magic Indiana Jones. She's like, I'm in.
Wow.
And we went and saw it, and then, like, she'd knock on my door randomly and just be like, Dormammu, my wife comes to park.
Okay.
My mom could be fun.
Yeah, mums can be fun sometimes.
It was trippy hearing him do an American accent.
Any thoughts? It says Golden Gooby, any thoughts of Rogue One? I'm going to be disappointing here and say that I wasn't as big a fan of it as what a lot of other people are. I liked the ending, but I thought that the beginning was very slow to begin with. But the ending was awesome.
I have to agree, just because I'm not going to say the specifics, but the fact that a major studio, specifically Disney, had the balls to do what they did with the ending of that movie is astounding.
True that.
Like, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, they did that.
Well, we know that the Empire were really bad, would have been really bad. And we knew that there was obviously a bit of sacrifice to get the thing to Leia in the first place. We know that from the first film. Sorry, from A New Hope.
What was it? Which reminds me, I thought the CGI characters in that movie were really cool. And I thought they were done very respectfully, especially considering with Tarkin, they got the permission from the Peter Cushing estate, and they said they wouldn't have done it without their permission.
Fair enough.
Which I'm like, fair enough, exactly.
Cool.
And then obviously that was before Carrie Fisher passed away, but it was weird because when I first saw it, and there's the reveal, I got really emotional because I was really excited because Leia's my favorite character. And then I saw that scene after she had passed away, and I started crying because it was like, it took on a different meaning. I don't know.
I don't want any spoilers in case, things have been leaked, but I'm sort of curious to see what they'll do with her character. Like, whether she'll die off screen or whether, they'll just do something during the filming.
This is what I've theorized. Or just, okay, if I had to write it, this is what I would do. Because from what I heard, they're not changing anything in The Last Jedi.
Yep.
And, her performance is intact. They're not altering anything. It's basically like, Number 9's going to have a lot of rewrites. This is what I would do.
Yeah.
Have it where, because her family has given them permission to use any shots that they did not use in The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi.
Yep.
So what I would do, because this kind of plays to my theory of Kylo is still kind of on the fence about whether he's light side or dark side. He does horrible things, but I feel like he's still redeemable. I like the idea of Snoke going behind his back and killing Leia, and he just flips shit.
Oh,
it's like Han Solo, he's like, I had a problem with Han Solo, we'll find out why. But it's just like, you killed my mom. Fuck you.
Complicated, that's all I can say. It'll be very interesting to see what they do in this new film.
I don't envy those writers. Although, like I said, that's personally what I would do.
Whew. They're getting there with the colours.
Gooby, did you hear about the legendary question that Harrison Ford was asked at Comic-Con?
No.
Okay, so I think the chat will enjoy this too. So, Harrison Ford was there for Blade Runner 2049. And the very last question for the panel was this smart-ass nerd who was just like, my question's for Harrison Ford. Is it your personal life goal to reboot every single franchise you've ever been associated with starting? And Ford, sits up straight and gets, this really angry look on his face.
Oh, God.
And he just says, you bet your ass it is.
Wow.
Everybody just dies laughing.
I'm not surprised. That sounds freaking awesome.
Harrison Ford can do no wrong, except landing a plane, to which he can still climb out.
We don't go there.
I have to share one thing. Just like I didn't like I saw this and I wanted to laugh at this, but I didn't laugh until I knew he was okay.
Right.
Oh, that the red is great, by the way. Or
Thanks.
no, that's brown. Excuse me. The minute I knew he was okay, I could not stop laughing at the meme that takes like the scene from The Last Crusade when he's with his dad and they're in the plane and he's like, "I didn't know you could fly a plane. Fly, yes.
Land, no." Yeah, that's funny. Funny crap.
Harrison Ford is like, he was my movie dad growing up, and like that is what the pinnacle of what a man is to me.
Fair enough.
Although Jason Momoa is giving him a run for his money because he stole Comic-Con and basically in his free time he drinks Guinness and throws tomahawks at like targets. That's just like that's something that like Ron Swanson would be aroused by.
Fair enough.
I don't know if anybody watches Parks and Rec here.
Alright, now I hope I don't screw this up. Fun stuff.
Vengeance, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the most schooled with like Marvel characters in general. I know enough to be dangerous, but my knowledge more lies with DC, and there's still a lot I don't know. But my favorite X-Men characters would have to be obviously Wolverine, Professor X, and Magneto. Magneto is awesome, and I love the relationship between him and Charles. Like there's a line like, say what you will about X-Men 3, I don't like it either, but there's one scene in it that's amazing to me, and that's like one of the younger mutants that's like kind of with Magneto starts mouthing off about Professor X and like, you know, screw him and all this stuff, and like Magneto like grabs him by the throat. He's like, Charles Xavier has done more for mutants than you could possibly imagine. So I love it because it's like they have a respect for each other. They just disagree. I've heard like Stan Lee said that he kind of based them off of. It was either Stan Lee or one of the writers. Based them off of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was really cool.
Cool.
I guess I prefer the. I don't know. They said someone asked if I prefer the Avengers or the X-Men. I don't know.
Neither do I. They're too different.
They really are. Because there's like parts of the Avengers I really like, but then there's parts of the X-Men that are just awesome. Like, and I'm not just saying this because I'm like American, but like Captain America, I love him so much because he's my grandpa. Essentially, like he actually looks like my grandpa. That's the funny thing, or how my grandpa looked in his 20s. But
fair enough.
So like when the credits rolled for the very first Captain America movie, and they're like, it's like all the Norman Rockwell kind of like propaganda artwork, and it's like that beautiful triumphant like music. I started like tearing up because it made me think of my grandpa. But then again, Logan made me bawl like a child.
For sure.
Team Cap by far. I am with Steve Rogers till the end. Like, till the end of the line, I'm with that dude. Iron Man's kind of an asshole. I'm just gonna say it.
Ouch, be careful.
I know. I'm gonna start a war, but you know.
I'm just saying, be careful. There's a lot of people out there.
How come Doomsday is able to overcome physics? Because comic books.
Because comic books. Fair enough.
No, you're Ramazio. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. You make a fair point. I stopped like letting that kind of stuff bother me a long time ago.
Yeah, don't let things get to you. Try not to let things get to you.
Here's the thing. I don't hate Iron Man, but here's the problem with Stark is he's kind of the cause of so much of the bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like it was kind of weird for Captain America to go totally rogue, but he was right. And my thing is, it's like Steve Rogers ain't gonna go rogue unless it's like shit has really hit the fan. Like you want proof of that? Black Panther and Civil War. Oh my god, I actually pronounced your name correctly. Yay!
Good job. Even I can't get that right all the time.
I normally take people's names and basically just take a chainsaw to them, so... Oh, don't make me pick Spider-Man or Captain America? No. Who do you pick?
Spider-Man, but that's only because I know more about Marvel than DC.
Oh, that's... Well,
they're both the same, never mind. I like Spider-Man just because I know more about it.
I personally relate more to Spider-Man, but Steve Rogers is my grandpa, so...
That's cute.
Can I just be Spider-Man and then go under Cap's training or wing or whatever?
Fair enough.
I will say this: I loved Spider-Man and Tony Stark's relationship in Civil War. That was perfect. Hitler or Mussolini? That's like choosing between Hillary or Trump. I'm not gonna get political here, but let's just be honest here.
Wow, you went there. Damn.
Hey, I have to live with it, and I had to deal with that, so I get to have that one thing.
I'm going to ask you off stream who you voted for, just in case there's,
What's up?
I'm going to ask you who you voted for and see if you're part of the problem.
Ask me?
Yep.
Do I really have to answer?
Not on stream, I said later.
Okay, yeah.
So what do we think of the hair? Have I gone too far with it, or is it alright?
I'll be honest, I wasn't crazy about the red in the like kind of upper parts where it kind of like curves up, but it's actually grown on me a lot.
So I blended it enough so that it doesn't just stick out?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not gonna say on stream, but I will. I'm going to tell Gooby.
Do you think I should just get rid of the red in the top half and just make that all blue and just leave the bottom half red?
If you ask me, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you've made it work, but I really do feel like it would work better.
No, fair enough. I understand. I'll do that. Well, I did bring you here for your opinions as well as, a nice friendly chat. Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. Yep. I was wondering... Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks better. Save. I don't think I've saved it at all this stream. There we go. Yep, I'll have a look at your message later. Don't make me hate you. That's okay. I think
you know the answers to the question.
Probably. I might just look at it on my phone right now, just because. I'm going to spoil myself. I'm just going to look at it now. Yep, fair enough. Cool. Okay. Yep, I made it work. It's all good.
Was it what you suspected?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
So am I part of the problem?
You could do worse.
Let me add just this a little bit in the chat. I'm sorry, I will direct back to a more open conversation. But when I did it, I felt like throwing up right afterwards.
Okay.
I was like literally. I hated both. The guy I wanted wasn't in the running. So
Ah, okay, fair enough.
I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough. No, that's cool. Blue hair, pretty, pretty blue hair.
I actually almost typed, like, when I was messaging you, I almost typed something a lot more foul, but I decided, no, I'm just going to make my point sound.
Fair enough. She's not a magical girl or anything, but I want to make her hair glowy. Just because I can. I know what I'm doing. Blur.
I'll tell the chat who I voted for. Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Good old Stevie. There we go, that's cool. Although I might actually put that on top. Oh, that looks cool.
Looks like an airbrush t-shirt. Are those a thing in Australia?
What?
Like airbrush t-shirts?
Not as common as you might think. In some specialist places, yes.
They're in like every touristy shop in Florida.
Fair enough.
Bernie Sanders dank memes? Of course I've seen them.
Yeah, that's not really what I wanted, but it doesn't look too bad. I love playing with layers. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I love it.
Oh, love it.
I love it.
That's a little junk rat.
I don't know. I don't really play it. Dolan does. I don't. I'm bad.
Oh, Overwatch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That looks epic. I'm going to keep that. More glowy. That's cool. Oh, it's on her pants, though. I don't want it on the pants. I just want the hair. I just want it on the hair, not on the pants.
You know, it'd be cool if you kind of do like a slightly lighter layer, just like at the very edge of like the top, and make her hair look translucent. Or like it's glowing or something.
Maybe, yeah. But she's not a superhero or anything like that. Her hair's just glowy. Probably because it's hitting the light a certain way. Maybe she's got a special dye in it.
Do you have a name for her yet? Or
her name's Aura.
That's right.
And now it actually, that's why the hair's glowy. Her name is Aura. It makes sense. I'm a genius. That is why she is called Aura.
Gooby 2020.
Funny.
Make America art again. I could totally get behind that. I would have a bumper sticker for that on my car.
No, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, now I think I'm at the point where I can do the, what do I call it, the detailed layer. So I'm pretty sure I've got all the black bits. And if I've missed any, I guess I'll just go over it later. Let's do the pants. Start with the pants. Anything interesting in chat that you've noticed? Any other comments or questions?
I see some people willing to play like Quiplash, but of course, patience. It will
Of
come.
course I want to play Quiplash. It's like my game. Okay, I'm not always the best at it, but it's my game.
I was dog shit last night.
Oh god, we both had bad rounds, didn't we? I liked it better when I was just in the audience because I could judge everyone else and know they're not judging me.
I like testing my wits, but then I get like the questions I'm not happy with.
Yeah, some questions are mean, and then you see the questions other people get, and you get the perfect answer in your head, and it's like, why didn't I get that question?
Yeah. There's one question last time, like, I would have had a great answer for that.
Yeah. Let's not wallow in the past.
But that's all I do. That's why I go to therapy. Well, that was kind of not that specific.
Yeah, that's alright.
I don't think, Gooby, I don't think I told you that the screenplay I'm writing
The screenplay?
is actually, it's about dealing with, like, accepting your past and, like, being content with your future and all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds epic.
Except it's funny. At least what I think is funny, which people may not find funny.
Yeah, some people don't have the same humour as us. Some other folks might be a little
They're just missing out.
Do you remember my answer, Mordor? Yeah, I picked that answer. That was funny. Oh crap, now they know what I picked. Oh well. Can't keep everything secret. Can you promise me something? When we play Quiplash again, please don't use my name. I won't use my name if you don't use my name. No Gooby jokes. No Gooby sneezes, Gooby hiccups. Let's just see if we can win it without teasing me. That'd be fun.
Fair enough.
Anyone votes Gooby, you automatically... Well, I suppose I can't exactly eliminate you from the chat. Maybe you'll get a quick timeout. Nah, I'm being mean. I just don't want people to win just because they use my name when other people have probably used an even cleverer thing. And they don't get picked because, hey, look, they didn't use Gooby's name. Gooby's name. It's funny.
That's what pissed me off last night, because I thought I spent some time and came up with a great answer, and I didn't win because somebody, like, used, like, Dolan or something in the name. I was just like, damn it.
Well, you can use other PD characters, just don't use me.
Oh, they're asking if they can tease me. Go for it. I don't care.
Why do they want to tease you? What did you do?
I don't know. I'm here. I'm lingering. And I'm talking way too much.
Well, you are my guest.
There's that. I had a good day, so I don't mind a little bit of teasing.
Okay. Well, I suppose you did get you did talk to a mini celebrity, so...
Can I share that?
Yeah, sure. Talk about it. Feel free. I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you. You helped encourage me to do it. Basically, for context, chat, cringe if you might, but I apologize for nothing. I grew up reading the Sonic the Hedgehog comics. I was very late to the superhero game. Like, I had an issue of Spider-Man here and there. But, I grew up reading the Archie Sonic comics, and I loved them just because it's like the artwork was always fantastic. I enjoyed the stories for the most part. There were some really bad ones in there, and I stopped reading after a period of time. But there was one artist who always stuck out to me, and it wasn't until years later when I started paying attention to like the credits in the comic book and not just the reading of the comic or the art that I learned the artist's name was Stephen Butler. And long story short, through another art friend of mine, I got his contact info, and I had been I've been talking about doing it for months, and I finally today actually sent him a message, just basically saying how much his artwork influenced me and how big of an impact it had on me. And I had Gooby read over it along with a couple other people just to make sure I wasn't being as cringy as possible. Or the typical cringy Sonic fan, but I sent it to him, and about 20 minutes later, he adds me on Facebook, which came out of nowhere, and then he replies about 15 minutes later, and me and him talked for like 45 minutes. And I sent him some of my artwork because the character he draws, in my opinion, the best out of all the Archie Sonic characters is Sally, who's also my personal favorite from the Archie Sonic comics. And I sent him some of the artwork I had done, and he was very graciously complimentary of it, which kind of made my year. But we just kind of went back and forth, and he told me some kind of inside stuff about how Archie worked and how everything changed and how they changed the Sally design to a point where he just felt she was unrecognizable, and I agreed with him. And I don't know, just kind of went back and forth with him for like 45 minutes, and then he's actually doing a little commission for me, which is a complete surprise. So, yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but I'm so glad I did it.
And that is epically awesome.
Again, Gooby, thank you for encouraging me to do it, because I was like, I had the contact information that's just sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck can I say to Stephen Butler that was worth anything?
Well, obviously you said something that was worth responding back to, so go you.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. It was. I just thought, especially with Archie Sonic getting canceled, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to say something. And so I just decided to say, basically, essentially like how the artwork that he did impacted me the most. I actually submitted a piece of fan art to the Sonic comic. They had like a little fan art section in the back of the book when I was 10, and I drew Sally, and funny enough, the Sally I drew was from one of Butler's panels, and I don't know, I thought that kind of brought the whole thing full circle, and he thought that was really cool too. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to egg Gooby on to maybe talk to him too.
I don't have as big of a Sally obsession as you do.
I've
drawn a few, but I'm not. It'd be pretty cool, though.
I have a very big problem, because she's like the Sonic equivalent of Leia. So it's just like, I was sold from the get-go. It was literally, she's more Leia than the other character I'm about to mention, but she's like marrying Ravenwood and Ravenwood and Leia put together, if you ask me. It's because they both just complement each other, and then they got to amalgamate. What's my favorite series outside of Marvel and the superhero stuff? I liked Walking Dead for a little while, but I kind of quit following that. I'm talking the comics. I'm not huge on the TV show.
Fair enough.
But I should be, because they shoot it in the city I live in. Good job. I guess, like, non-comic, it would be Star Wars by far, if not Indiana Jones. Comic book, I really want Hyro to finish writing fucking Black Lagoon already. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just, like, shotgunning everywhere as far as, like, comic interests. Like, I just read this really creepy manga recently that was really good. It was creepy, but really good. And then I like Attack on Titan. And then I read a little bit of Dragon Ball and a little bit of One Piece. And I've read some of Death Note. And my friend gave me Berserk and My Hero Academia, which I will be reading fairly soon. And then my favorite anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. What about you, Gooby? Do you have a favorite anime? Oh, I know you have a favorite anime. I know what it is.
I have favorite animes. I'm not loyal to a particular anime. I know, I'm bad. I like a few.
I think you're loyal to one specifically.
Yeah? What one do you think that is, sir?
Da, 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 da. You're a Sailor Moon fan by far.
Well, I suppose I have more Sailor Moon figurines than anything else. Mate, yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, okay, you got me.
But there's nothing wrong with that. I think,
no,
like,
I like the...
Sailor Jupiter was my shit.
I like the the original version, the non-censored one, because so much shit happens in it. I love the manga more. I love my manga.
That the artwork is phenomenal.
I love the artwork.
Even though thing about the anime that stuck with me is just the artwork was amazing. The colors, oh my god.
Even though she's not the best with proportions, I love Naoko Takeuchi's artwork, the originals.
Is that a woman?
Yes.
That's awesome.
The funny thing was her husband also did another anime manga series that was pretty popular. I can't think of the name right now, but I'm sure if you heard it, you'd be like, oh, that one, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I recently became like slightly addicted to Kill la Kill, just because
really?
It's like it's intense and hilarious and ridiculous and everything I need to see at the time that I found it.
Fair enough. I've only seen a little bit.
It's because of her skimpy costume. It's like, actually, it's not for the skimpy costume everybody thinks. It's not actually like the fully like realized like Goku suit. I like the sailor suit.
Yeah.
I just like it. Because she looks like punk rock and just badass, and I would not want to piss her off, but I
Fair
want
enough.
her to go see a movie with me. Who was your? Well, I think I know the answer to this question, but for the chat's sake, who was your favorite character on Sailor Moon?
Sailor Neptune.
Oh, really? I thought it was Sailor Moon.
Well, I like Sailor Moon as well. I've drawn more of her, but Sailor Neptune is gorgeous. I love her. I've cosplayed as her a few times. I've actually got the wig somewhere.
I was going to throw you under the bus by saying that earlier, but I decided not to.
Thanks. Throw me under the bus. What are you going to do with my charred remains? I went too far then.
I'm not a sick bastard.
I went too far, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, which sailor was it that you said? I was just looking at the picture.
Sailor Neptune. She's beautiful.
Neptune. Damn, yeah, you're right.
She's gorgeous. In fact, you'll probably notice that this character here has almost similar hair to her. That wasn't intentional, but just talking about it, then I'm like, actually her hair looks a little bit similar to Neptune's, but longer.
I think it looks like Neptune's and Carmelita's put together.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm not even trying to make a joke, I just, like, aesthetically, that's what it looks like to me.
No, fair enough. You can say what you want.
I still gotta go Sailor Jupiter, just because...
Fair enough.
I have a thing for brunettes.
I hadn't noticed.
She kind of looks like my girlfriend, too.
Aww. Okay, that's cute.
Like, there's one particular picture, I'm going to Gooby, I'm going to send it to you on Facebook,
yeah,
sorry, chat, but I'm not trying to put my girlfriend's image out there. But, and obviously, Gooby, look at this later, I apologize for the notifications.
That's
but,
okay.
Okay, so there's this picture, and then let me find a picture of Ashley.
I've seen a couple of pictures, but not a lot. Like, it's not like I stalk your girlfriend or anything like that. I just see pictures that you've posted here and there.
Well, I wasn't gonna judge if you did stalk. I appreciate that my friends to be looking out for me.
Just so I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to get rid of the aura for a second.
Of course, I can't find a picture of her with... Well... Okay, I can't find a picture of her with, like, her hair, like, pulled up like this Sailor Jupiter picture.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh, I'm on a mission now.
Okay, then go on that mission. Find that picture.
Oh god, so how I look at some of these pictures is cringy. Oh god.
We all have that moment. I've seen a couple of people mention this in chat, and I've said it a few times, and I'm going to say it again. I have no intention to ever do anything with animation because that is just a whole nother ballpark. And I'm perfectly happy just, you know, drawing straight pictures on a page as is. If someone else wants to animate my work, okay, I'm not going to tell them no. But me, myself, animating, that's a big no-no. I don't have the time. Or I don't think I have the patience. It'd be cool, but nah. I'm not interested in that.
Aha, here we go.
Found it?
Yes.
Cool.
I was a little too excited about finding it, too.
That's alright. We all get excited over things.
I'm sending you two because one's kind of, her hair is more like... I'm not saying she's a perfect, like, match, but just, like, when I saw this picture, I saw her.
It's okay, there's nothing wrong with thinking that your girlfriend is perfect. Thank you for making my watch buzz.
Yay. Watch buzzing. Okay, now I will come back to the chat. There we go. Oh wow, yeah, I hadn't seen her since you started putting the details on. Wow, those pants are amazing.
You haven't looked. But what have you been here for? Just chatting?
Oh, no, I mean, like I was trying to find the picture of Ashley.
That's all right. That's okay. I'm not here to have a go at you. That's not what I do. If I was, I don't think we would have been friends very long.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, so I saw the pants, and I full screened it so I could see more.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love,
currently...
like, the detail on the body, like, with the skin and stuff. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's just basic at the moment. I will do more.
It looks so real. It looks like skin.
Thank you.
Mine always looks like it's on textured paper because it is. Because I'm a traditional art person.
There's nothing wrong with traditional art. I'd love to, you know, do a traditional art piece someday properly. I mean, the only reason I don't is because, well, time. And I don't want to, you know, I want to do stuff that I know I can do right now. Instead of frustrating myself, I don't need more frustration, if that makes sense.
I can't tell you how many times, like, you know how people, like, rage quit games?
Yeah.
I have rage quit art so many times.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, yes. Because, especially if, like, because traditional is so unforgiving.
Oh god, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. I can imagine. Damn. Whew, okay.
Like, I almost threw a sketchbook out the window. I was so angry one time. And then, like, I don't think you were there for this one, but I have this Leia I'm working on that I'm really happy with because it's a full body one. All the anatomy's there. I'm trying to go for more realism.
Yep.
And then I fucked up the eyes.
Oh no, not the eyes. Oh, that's like one of the biggest parts in the whole drawing.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure it still looks good.
Well, the thing is, like, everybody in the chat, like, reassured me that it's salvageable, and it is, but it's just at the time I was so happy with everything else, and I was just like, okay, I get to the eyes, I love the eyes, like...
No, I get that. Damn it. That's alright. Shit happens. Oops, sorry, chat. Still family friendly. I don't like swearing, if I can help it.
I'm sorry that I do, it's just how I am.
Nah, Dolan swears as well, it's fine. I just don't personally like swearing myself.
You and Ashley would get along very well because neither one of you like to do that. Cool. Although when Ashley's had a word slip, I don't ever let her live it down.
Yeah, Dolan does that too sometimes. Although, you know, I'm with him a lot more than what I am with, you know, the chat. So, of course, he, you know, catches me more times than I'd like to admit.
Hello?
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, I accidentally unplugged my headphones.
Oh, okay. Whoopsie daisy. Bit more light. There we go. Okay, now see it with the aura. Oh, that looks cool. Although I might need to make this bottom bit red.
Are you going to stick with a white background, or are you going to do something else?
I'll do something else. This is just for now, while I'm building it up.
Sure. I'm just curious.
That's cool. Ask questions. I'm fine with that.
I would totally buy a print of this character just because of how gorgeous she is.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm not. Seriously, seriously, at the beginning when you're flipping through the possibilities of things, you do this one. Not that, obviously, you know this. Not that any of the other work didn't draw my attention, but I just saw this one. I was like, ooh.
There's someone's calling me out for saying I'm family friendly. I try to keep as family friendly as I can, but Quiplash is a completely different thing. You have to be crude in that to win. I'm not saying you can't be crude in it, just don't use my name as often as you can. That would be nice. Thanks. Because usually if you use a Planet Dolan member, you automatically win. And that sucks when the other person came up with a really good answer.
Yep.
True story.
Yes, the salt is still here.
Yeah. Just TV. Evil Dr. Porkchop, Toy Story 2. Good movie.
Oh, they're already on the second one? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I've been streaming since, what, 3:30? So it's already been an hour and a half, I think, unless my maths is off. My maths is probably off.
According to YouTube, you've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah. Damn.
It's 3 a.m. here. Woo! I hope I'll be able to last until Quiplash. I'm feeling energetic right now.
Well, that's good because of you're still hyped on your you know, Steve. Is it Stephen or Stephen Butler?
Steven.
Stephen, I thought so. I just didn't want to get it wrong. The last thing I want to do is get the name of a famous person wrong, especially an artist.
Oh, for sure. You don't want to disgrace people.
No. I don't think I actually have the comic with the you know, the actual kiss, but I have read it. Or do I have that comic? No, I don't think I do. But I do have the one with...
That's my favorite cover ever.
I do have the one with the slap, though. Yeah, I know, I'm bad.
Although I love the cover to that issue with the slap because it's a recreation of the Spider-Man cover.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of why I bought it, because I was like, oh, I like the cover.
I think Spaz did that cover.
He probably did. Spaz is awesome.
He really is. He's someone I would love to talk to and, like, guilt into doing art for me.
Good luck with that.
Him and Jay Axler are, like, the other two on my list. Like, the rest I'm kind of like, because I've got the Sally done by Tracy Yardley.
Yeah. I don't mind Tracy Yardley, but I definitely prefer the old school stuff.
Oh, yeah. I just, and this is why I told Butler, is because he said he actually got a lot of flack for, like, what they said was kind of over-sexualizing, like, Sally and Bunny. I was like, I didn't see it so much as that, as I just thought they were both just very womanly.
Yeah, easily.
And I liked them having curves, and they looked real and more proportionate as far as proportion and realist.
I agree.
With an anthropomorphic squirrel.
Yeah.
He's like, that's my goal with it. He's like that, and I just was drawing them like they were comic book characters. I was like, exactly. You're not making them look like they're knockoff Disney characters.
Yeah, true that.
Not that that's what Tracy Yardley was doing, but it's just like, and I appreciate that style. And him and Adam Bryce Thomas, they're both extremely nice people. I appreciate their style. I like Bryce Thomas a little bit more, because me and him actually had a bro bonding moment at the convention I met him at.
Okay.
We were talking about, we're both gushing over Stephen Butler.
Oh, wow.
Because I think he's maybe like a year or two older than me.
Okay.
So we like grew up with the same era of Sonic, and he was just, it was cool because he did sketch commission for me. And we were both talking about how much we loved how Butler would do the long hair with Sally. And when I came back, he's like, "Oh yeah, I did the long hair with Sally just because that's how we should do it." I'm like, "Yes."
That sounds good.
Yeah. It's funny. The only artists that I've like really met and really just bonded with so far, for the most part, have been Sonic artists. Yeah. Which hasn't been intentional, although I had a wonderful moment with George Perez. And he drew Raven for me.
Nice. Your other muse.
So, like, oh yeah, like I default to this when I refer to her or Enchantress from Suicide Squad. It's just creepy bitches need love too.
You should put that hashtag in the chat.
Oh, I've done that. Oh, well, I haven't put it in the chat, but like anytime like I posted like Enchantress artwork, I put creepy bitches need love too.
Fair enough.
And even though the movie was awful, Mummy Girl in the new movie was my cup of tea.
Fair enough. Yeah, I like Brendan Fraser.
Oh, I do too. I feel like his movie was infinitely better.
For sure.
I just wish we could import like creepy mummy enchantress girl from the Tom Cruise movie into that movie. What they should have done was had it where Tom Cruise opens the sarcophagus and Brendan Fraser jumps out. He's like, "Oh my god, how long have I been asleep?"
Yeah. Well, you can tell what bits of the skin I've done versus what bits I haven't done. I have not touched the feet at all. Because you can see it. You can see all this detail here, and then it's
socks.
Nah. Socks with flats doesn't really work unless it's winter.
Well, it is winter where you are.
Yes, it is, but that doesn't mean I'm going to draw it.
And it'd be kind of weird if she was wearing like a midriff shirt during winter.
I think I drew this in summer, to be fair, so no.
Wait, so you've had this the line art.
I don't know how long I've had it. It's been a while though.
It's gorgeous.
Vinaka, which means thank you in Fijian. That's like the one thing I took away from Fiji. Some of the words Vinaka. I still say it to Dolan as well.
That's an awesome word.
Vinaka, isn't it beautiful? The other word that we got from there, which is pretty much greetings, hello, and all that, is bula.
There you go, a little Fijian 101 with Gooby. Wasn't my intention, but I'm doing it now. That's all I learnt though, Vinaka and Bulla.
Can I have like one cringy American moment?
Okay.
As I told you, I was writing a script in college where the main character, it was a Western, the main character was Australian.
Yeah.
So I researched some Australian slang.
God.
Is sticky beak like a very old slang term?
It is, but it is still used today.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, don't worry, you didn't get that wrong. Sticky beak is still used. It's not as common, but it is definitely still used.
That's awesome, because like I have like the whole thing is like the main character calls like basically like the two main characters were like they basically came over during the gold rush to like cash in on it, and then basically they kind of just went into like outlaw shenanigans afterwards, and the one guy named not Zazu, it's something like that, double crosses him, and he calls him a sticky beak.
Yeah, no, that definitely works. Sticky beak is still a thing here. It's not as common, but it's definitely still said.
Can I ask one more?
Sure.
After so the whole thing is like, he's basically trying to, it's kind of like a Django Unchained kind of scene. He's trying to take him, like, get him to walk outside so they can have like a little standoff.
Yeah.
And before they walk outside, he tells him to take his jacket off, but I have the character say, take your bluey off. Is that still used?
Bluey? I'm not too sure what that is.
When I looked up stuff, it was like apparently an older term for a coat.
I must say, but I'm not, I'm not necessarily one of those really Australian areas where it probably is used. I haven't actually heard of that term. So that either makes me very un-Australian or either you know too much, Jon Snow.
I never know enough.
Oh, I finally saw the Game of Thrones as well. No spoilers, though, in case there are people that haven't seen it. Damn! What did you think?
Well, can I say that I'm terrible with names, but the girl who is kind of like Khaleesi's informant...
Yeah. Melisandre.
I had a huge crush on her for a while, and I did not expect to see what I saw.
You're funny.
Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I was just like, I'm watching the episode, obviously, without spoiling anything, all the other stuff's unfolding. I didn't expect that to happen literally.
As it happened, you weren't expecting it then and there.
I'm happy it happened because it was so earned. It was so sweet.
Yeah.
But it was just like... Excuse me, gentlemen. I have to use the bathroom. I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. Although, can I please share a meme?
Yeah.
Going back to the Suicide Squad thing, can I please share a meme?
Yeah, share a meme. It's all right.
So I did this meme a while back when Suicide Squad came out, and Gooby was aware of. I don't know if she saw the meme, but she was aware of my ridiculousness. Basically, I was instantly infatuated with Enchantress because it's like she's feral, and that just sounds amazing.
Fair enough.
And basically, this is okay. So Well, I'll just shut up and show you the picture. But this is my thought when like I saw her.
Okay. Think I need to make it brighter.
Specifically, the look on Michael Fassbender's face was the exact one that I had.
Oh, that looks nice.
Ooh, that really pops. Wow.
Yeah, it probably pops a bit too much. I'll just down tone it a little bit. That'll be right.
I added a follow-up frame to that meme where it's like Enchantress smiling too, so it was like lol.
Yeah. Just a quick question though, does she look like anyone else's character or like something from media, just quickly? Because I don't want to post and have people say, oh my god, you copied such and such.
I don't see it. Some people... the only thing I could think of people saying is like maybe Jinx from like...
Jinx. Yeah, okay.
But it's so different. It really is. It's clearly like, okay, like maybe they share colors, but it's like it's not. It's completely different.
Okay. Thanks. I still got to do details in the eyes because you know how I am with my eyes. I'm obsessed. Not a lot because I pretty much already did it, but just a little bit extra in the eye itself. The whites.
A spoonful of sugar helps the nosing go down. Cannot believe I just referenced Mary Poppins. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Oh god, that was so epic.
I bought a Yondu action figure, and that was part of the reason.
Why am I not surprised? That's not a go at you.
For the obvious reason, but like the more emotional reason, but just because Mary Poppins, y'all. It's funny because my dad's from Alabama, which Michael Rooker, the actor's from, and I love that he plays Yondu as a southern, like, man.
Yeah. Okay.
That just makes me so happy.
Fair enough. Come on. No. There we go.
Yeah, Hoppy pointed out something with how you do the eyes and how they stand out because that's the first thing you notice. I wholeheartedly agree with that. That was other than the fact that we met because you did Carmelita art and that made me happy.
That's all right.
That was something that always stuck out about your art to me, which is how real the eyes always felt. Even with like an animated character, it felt like there was a soul behind there, not to sound like pretentious or anything.
No, I like that. I mean, I'm not one to lap up, compliments, but I like it. Thanks.
Noob Life, I apologize. I'm not a big dubstep person. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would share a song with you, but I'm just not. Oh wait, did you add I just saw some of the added detail you added to the transparent part of the shirt, the purple part.
Yep.
And also, I love what you did with the collarbones on the top. Yes, this is amazing.
Thanks.
I'm totally not going to download this when you post it.
That's a huge compliment. Oh, I'm totally not going to steal this and put it up somewhere for my own viewing pleasure.
Well, did I tell you what I do with my hardbound sketchbook?
I don't think so.
I bought some shipping labels from one of the office stores, and I actually print out images that inspire me, and I stick them in the inside covers.
Yep.
And I'm just saying maybe this character might make an appearance.
Alright. Cool. Much appreciated.
You technically already have something in there. It's not like the so much the image inspiration as literally an image that we are collabing on. I think you know the one.
Yeah.
I still need to color it.
Take your time, there's no rush. I mean, I've still got, commissions that I owe you still.
It's okay. But the funny thing is, you'll send me sketches, and once I see, this idea utilized or realized, I'm just content with everything. There's a Carmelita one. I think it's one of the most self-indulgent commissions I've ever gotten from you. But,
okay.
When you sent me the sketch, it was just, it wasn't even a scan. You took a picture of it with your phone. I went ballistic. Because, I finally, I had kind of this concoction in my head of what Carmelita looked like wearing this certain outfit, and then your drawing just blew it out of the water like 3 times over. Like, I remember messaging my friend Matt, just like, dude, look at this, it's so amazing. Oh my god, whoa. I had nerdgasm.
Oh. Yay.
Half the chat must think I'm just a genuine nerd. The other half must think I'm just a total pervert.
I'm sure they don't have an opinion. And if they do, well,
I'm sure
that's their opinion. I know what you like, and it's fine.
Yay!
Oops. That was bad. I try my best to avoid blacks when I shadow now, because I've learnt that if you just use a darker colour, even if it's on a slightly different spectrum, it works a lot better than just adding plain black, or grey for that matter. So let's avoid that.
I cheat. I do like black and then I hit the overlay button.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also a like digital art pleb, so
it's okay.
Gooby allows it this once.
I allow it more than once. Just don't betray my trust.
I haven't given you a reason.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she definitely pops more than what she did before. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. I'm glad I'm doing this on stream.
Yes. You know what you ought to do is you ought to take, like, the finished stream once it's done and, like, speed it up like 1,000%, do, like, a time-lapse with it.
Yeah, I should, but I'm not too sure how to do that.
I can do it for you.
Fine, whatever, and then send it to me first.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, No, I'm having fun.
Like,
I'm just wondering whether I should do, if I should just add hair or if I should just do a hair shine and that's it. What do you think? Hairlines or just hair shine?
I think the hair shine for this one would be more fitting. Because I feel like you've got enough intricacy happening with the hair itself that adding the extra stuff, it's not that it would be overdoing it, but I don't feel like it really add that much.
No, fair enough. I might just add a couple of, hairlines outside of the hair just to show a little bit, but not do the inside. I think I might do that. I think that'll work. Alright, let's do the shine.
Do it.
Do it.
It must be because I was a late bloomer. Yay!
What?
Dat Magic Pop-Tart asks, why does it sound like I'm going through puberty?
Ouch.
I don't care. I can do a bunch of different voices and accents, so I don't care that my normal voice is nasally and nerdy.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
What can I say?
I don't know.
I just sit here and I'm just myself. What can I say?
Okay, just got to make sure I don't have any of the pinks accidentally selected. Okay, but I've got to select that. Unselect that.
I've got the stream in one window and Overwatch in the other. I'm very happy right now.
Yeah.
And I'm playing as McCree, so that's pretty fun.
Cool.
It's fun to be a card-carrying badass every now and then, even if you suck playing with them. Like that. I'm dead.
No. That's the one problem with doing multiple colours. You have to select every bit, and it takes a while to select it. Good job, Gooby.
Now, let me ask you this. Like, is it selecting, like what's within the lines? Well, wait, no,
Yeah.
You're not using the lines anymore.
Not really. I'm actually grabbing it from the bottom, the bottom layer, my base colour. But even then, I put a lot of detail in that, so... Alright, I think I've got all of it now.
Do you do, like, a refined edge on your layer, or is it normally just fine?
I try to make it refined if I can.
That's just with my Photoshop work, just with other stuff, like, refining the edge is so important, so I had to ask.
Fair enough. Feel free to ask.
Yay, learning.
I don't mind if you take a couple of tips. In fact, I don't mind if anyone from this, chat is taking, tips and techniques, because I suppose that's part of the reason why you're here, to, see how I do art and, potentially incorporate it into your own stuff, which I've got nothing against. Go ahead.
The best form of compliment is to steal.
Except when you steal another artist's work and claim it as your own. That's just wrong.
Steal that fat hobbit. Steal that fat hobbit.
I'm easily amused. Oh, God.
I'm not gonna lie, one of the greatest things I've seen recently was Andy Serkis doing Gollum reading Trump tweets.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that, but I heard it was epic.
He does the Kafafi thing, and I died laughing.
Cool.
I accidentally incorporated this horrible noise I learned how to do.
Oh, God.
It's based off of, there's this whale in Futurama named Mushu, who, eats really rotten fish at one point.
Ew.
And, he throws up, and the voice actor Maurice LaMarche, who plays the Brain and Pinky and the Brain and numerous other things, he's able to do this sound that is otherworldly, and I've been questing to do that sound for months now.
Okay.
I could do a version of it. Is it okay if I do it?
Okay, have a go. Ew. Okay. Oh, okay, that's a bit weird, but...
I didn't mean to incorporate that into Gollum, but it happened.
Okay.
And Goobies, whether or not it was a good idea to let me on the stream.
That's been alright. No complaints. I mean, you've talked about, your recent accomplishments of talking to this artist that you admire and having them, give you some tips as well. And that's lovely.
And we've seen you do your god-tier artwork and your way with hair and eyes.
Yeah, well, it took
Oh my God.
Well, it takes a while to get to this point, but once you get to this point, there's no going back. You're just like, yep, let's just go crazy with it.
So you've accepted that you're kind of a big deal.
No, I'm not a big deal. That's cruel. No, don't put me in this spot. No, I don't think I'm a big deal. I just know that I can do hair and eyes a hell of a lot better than what I could years ago. That's all. Master?
Awesome.
We're all having fun here. It's all good. Screen and I think soft light might work. I just realized something then. It's almost Harley because it's the blue and the it's blue and red. Except
I thought that too, just because of the blending, but honestly, you really have nothing to worry about.
No, I didn't think it was copyrighted or anything like that. I'm just saying it's a similarity that I only just thought of then. Harley.
You did a good Harley, though. Didn't you do the Suicide Squad Harley?
I tried. I haven't done much else with it, though. I should. There's a lot of stuff that I should do, but I don't. I'm a bad Gooby. Very bad Gooby.
You're a bad Gooby.
I'm a very bad Gooby. At least I can admit that. I don't try to hide it.
I've never accepted that I've been good to any capacity, so I just live like that, and it's easier.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, hair shine. Deselect. Yeah, I like that. I'll just do a couple of, loose hair strands, but nothing major. Just on the original layer.
Teray Berkeley, you made my night when, you reacted to that sound by going, what was that? That's hilarious.
Nothing much, just a couple of, loose strands. Just around the outside. Maybe a 2.2. There we go.
Never underestimate the robot monk. Yes! I'm playing in Zenyatta on Overwatch, and people don't know he's actually a character I'm good with, so yeah.
Good for you.
And now I'm dead, so I'm not that good.
And now I'm dead, so I'm not that good. Good talk. Great talk.
Yeah, good talk. Great talk.
Sorry.
No. It's great.
Oh, I just realised I'm doing this on screen. No wonder why the colour's lighter than what I intended it. Idiot. Ugh. That's okay. I can fix it. No wonder that colour was lighter. See, even Goobies make mistakes.
Did you say Gooby or Goobies?
Goobies make mistake.
Oh, so there's more than one.
I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just saying I make mistakes. I'm confused now. Don't confuse me.
Somebody asked if I could do Gandalf. Well, give me a second to kind of like stew on it a moment. Maybe I can.
Oh god. He's going to be mean to me, isn't he?
Huh?
You're going to be mean to me, aren't you?
No. I'm honestly trying to see if I could even channel Ian McKellen for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
I can't do the thing Ian McKellen does where he like adds an extra consonant at the end of everything.
Fair enough. Whew. Yeah, you need more practice.
Bravest little hobbit of them all. I cannot do Bender. I wish I could do Bender. Oh god, I wish I could do Bender. I could do Hedonism, but... Oh my yes.
Funny.
I trust the orgy pit has been scraped and buttered.
Ew.
Oh my.
We're all funny here. Yay.
Can't really do Ricky Bobby. Although another Futurama character I like to do is Roberto, like the murdering psycho robot.
Oh god.
Now get back, I gotta practice my stabbing. I have
Funny.
to do it kind of quietly because I don't want to be nasty.
There we go, a couple of loose strands, nothing much, but it just adds a little bit extra to it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Someone's asking you if you can do Frodo.
I can't. Yeah, I know. No, I can't.
I'm going to do this weird thing to the background. I'm going to try to do like some kind of rainbow thing using all the colours from her. I know what I'm doing, just give me a chance.
I believe in you.
Believe in the Gooby.
Everyone should sit back and believe in the Gooby when she needs to do her off. Sometimes it makes you ask questions to yourself, but other times you just accept it and you understand that it's part of what makes her magic. That was my really shoddy Morgan Freeman. Unfortunately, that was the repertoire of my Lord of the Rings impersonations. I used to be able to kind of laugh like Gimli, but I cannot anymore. I've tried. I just sound like my Gimli has turned into Torbjorn from Overwatch. IKEA dwarf.
Colours, colours, colours. Whee! Don't question my madness.
Madness is the emergency exit.
Cool. You do that.
Alrighty then. Now my neighbors, if I've awoken them, think I'm insane and probably will mess with me then. It's a good thing. Oh, that's Uncle Joker. At least my attempts. I could come nowhere near Mark Hamill ever. At least I'm not cackling like Ace Ventura, like cough cough Jared Leto.
Fair enough. I said merge layers. Merge layers, good for you. Use saturation and color balance. Yeah, a green. Ooh, the green looks nice. Levels. Make it bright.
Could be an Overwatch character I think like your art would like pair beautifully with is Mercy.
Yeah, I need to draw Mercy at some point. I still want to draw. I want to draw her in that Halloween outfit she wore last year that everyone got gasped over. Great words.
I'm not going to stop you.
I never said that. You ain't going to stop me. I think that'll do now to add the signature, which I'm still haven't really mastered yet.
This one came out like really well.
Thank you. Maybe I should just steal my signature from one of the other artworks and just say, yeah, I signed it. Because that was awful. Try again. Maybe I need to zoom in.
Who is your favorite female Overwatch character?
You're asking me? Oh, my mind's gone blank. My mind is going blank. I think Diva's really cool. I'm lame. I like Diva. I think she's awesome.
Widowmaker is waifu.
Fair enough. Good for you.
It's the French. It's really the Frenchness.
Okay. As long as you can read the signature. Sort of. And now people are watching me play with my signature. This is a riveting stream. Sorry about that. Good night. And I will use it. Toy Story. So many memories. It's too bright. Apparently I'm no good at this.
It's the Frenchness, it's the blue skin, it's the...
You say blue, but yet you don't seem to notice that she is actually purple.
She is purple.
That
she
is
has blue hair.
That she does, but she's still purple, so you're getting it wrong.
Purple.
That'll do. Save.
Engage.
Okay, so we've got a character here, Aura. Original. Yeah, original. I wouldn't say steal from a base, but I did draw over a base where I completely changed the eyes and the face and everything. It wasn't clothed, it was just a base. Very basic. You up for a quick round of Quiplash before I finish?
Why not? Let me close that Overwatch. I was doing crappy anyway.
Aw. Sure you're not that bad. I just need to have it set up on my phone.
Me too. Engage. Sorry, I've been watching way too much Next Generation lately. Like, I always have, like, a show I have to have us, like, something in the background. And lately it's been Star Trek.
Yeah, fair enough. So, wow, I actually, again, finished something on stream. Started with the basic colour, and then we moved forward, and now we're done. Yay.
Yeah. You completed it. Yay.
I did it! Yay. Okay, now for thing. I just got to set it up. At least it doesn't take that long. Okay.
Bye, Brian. Thank you for coming.
Just need to turn it down, make sure it doesn't completely take over the screen. Okay. Boing. Yeah, it looks really good on the screen. It looks a lot better on my screen, but yeah. The Aura character, she stands out, that's nice.
I'm not going to apologize for downloading this photo, maybe.
Alright, I'm not judging you. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on screen after I've, you know, signed in, just to make sure that I actually get to play. After that, it's, you know, first in, best dressed gets to play.
Still delayed on my end.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to have it up on the thing now. Quiplash. There we go. But I'm really going to have to talk to you guys during this because I feel as if I've neglected quite about half the chat. I'm sorry about that. I just got distracted with my, you know, artwork and, you know, talking to my buddy.
It's my fault.
Already got some people in. Hey, you made it in.
Yeah. Tiny Red.
Alright, so we got everyone in. Everyone else can join in the audience. Pick your favourite answer and help the person that deserves it to win. Is it too loud?
Heyo, I'm Josh Schmitzenstein, but you can call me Schmitty. Also, you may call me Schmitty. Yep, I think I already know who the funny one is. Well, we'll see if I'm right. Remember, anyone who wants to join the audience can do so at any time by logging in with the room code. Time for round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device,
Come on, please,
which you can answer in any
questions.
clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's and decide who wins. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
Terrible answers. You're proud of your answers?
Actually, yes.
Alright. And now I just gotta wait for it. Do you like my username? Or is Mama?
Wait, what's yours?
Or is Mama?
Let's take a look. First up,
now I see.
a name for a really bad Broadway musical.
Ooh.
Everyone vote for your favorite.
I know which one I'm picking. I like that song though. Oh well, I gave away the one I picked. Oh well. Ding, ding, ding.
Good one, Cypher. Is it Cypher or Cyber?
Coming up next, a crazy thing to find during a colonoscopy. Time to vote.
Yay! I have no idea what a colonoscopy is. I don't know what it is.
Okay, next one. A great nickname for your armpit hair.
Ew!
Vote on your devices.
Cypher. Alright, Hoppy, I'll remember that. Well, I'll try to remember that. Wow.
And next, the hit song from the Broadway show, Fart the Musical.
Oh, sugar.
It's voting time.
Oh shit, which one do I go for? They're both clever.
That's all the ones I was excited about.
Oh. Crap. Oh my god, even Stevens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you both got the same amount.
A great birthday present for your worst enemy. Vote on your devices.
Just will answer this. I'm just saying brush because fuck your hair.
Huh.
But it's a worse.
And this is only the first round.
Next up, what the hot trend in weddings will be in the year 2046.
Oh, who knows? Divorce?
Time to vote.
They're both horrible.
Damn.
Next one. It would be awesome to win Jeopardy with the phrase, "What is blank, Alex?" Vote on your devices.
Oh. Oh. If it's any consolation, I would have picked yours.
The first thing to do if you're attacked by a shark.
Fake death.
It's voting time.
Whew.
Round one is in the books. Let's see the scores.
Nice one.
Time for round 2, where everything is worth 2 times as much as that silly round 1.
Okay, I apologise for this one in advance. Seriously, I apologise. I have to have 2 seconds to come up with this one. There we go. My last one wasn't great, but I'm really happy with my first one. Surprisingly. It's bad, but if I don't get 1 vote, I will be a bit upset.
I'm not thrilled to
Let's
be
start the show. Our first prompt is an image that would make the Sistine Chapel ceiling look more badass. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
What? Quiplash. Yay!
Did you get it?
Congratulations. No, that wasn't me. Someone got Quiplash.
A good sign that you've drunk too much Mountain Dew.
Oh god.
Time to vote.
I don't even know what the second thing is.
What, Shima Lawan?
Yeah.
She was a character. Ooh. Yes! I'm sorry. I'm just really proud because I've reached deep into my soul to write that.
Okay, next one.
I'm sorry.
Come up with a great title for the next awkward teen sex movie.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Vote on your devices.
That's funny. Let me vote. Please let me vote. Let me vote. Come on, vote, vote, vote. Yes.
Your phone freeze up?
Yeah. It does that sometimes. I have to click out of it and click back into it. Ooh. Is that another Quiplash? Not quite.
Next one. A strange thing to read on a doormat.
You're not welcome here.
Time to
Oh my god.
What?
You just came up with the second option for me. Oh my god.
Aww.
Next in line, the name of a canine comedy club with puppy stand-up comedians.
Oh, that's so
It's voting time.
clever. Alright, Cypher Bureau. Oh, that one deserved to win. Oh, what?
Which one got it?
We evened out. I got the audience votes, but the third bark got the, the players' votes. Third bark, that was very clever. You should have won that.
A great thing to yell before jumping out of an airplane. Vote on your devices.
Both of them are funny. Which one do I choose? No, let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. Come on, let me vote. Let me vote. Come on, come on.
Well, I'm happy with the one I voted for.
Next up, a bad thing to yell during church.
Hmm.
Time to vote.
Both are nasty.
What are they?
God is dead or Satan has a huge veiny penis. You'll see that on your screen in a minute. Oh, yours was one of them. Okay, that's why you laughed.
Okay, next one. The hardest part about living in a submarine. It's voting time.
I appreciate both those answers, but one makes me laugh.
That's the end of round 2. Let's take a look at the scores. And now, round 3, the last lash. Point values are tripled, and you'll all be answering the same prompt this time. The last lash prompt is... the one thing you wish a politician would just say already.
Okay, what was the question? Come on, let me in. I can't enter nothing. Yes, I know that. You butt. What's the question, though? I'd love to hear them say that. I would literally love it if one Australian politician said this.
I see the Australian politicians are equally as infuriating
Yeah.
as everywhere.
Yeah. No, you don't need to delete the comment, Magic Pop Tart, it's fine. I just prefer that people not bring up religion and, you know, race in this.
Now,
that's all. You know, this is a nice place. We're not trying to, you know, have arguments here. It started raining. Dolan's going to be happy about that. He loves the rain. Hey, Mimikyu Gaming, it's alright. We're just playing a bit of Quiplash now. It's only the first round. Oh, that's a good one, Batfleck. God, with the way some of our politicians have been lately, I wouldn't be surprised. Yes. Thank you for the votes. Any politician could say that. And of course, this one gets the favourite. No, wait, did we? No, it wasn't. It wasn't even Stevens. Nice one, Cypher Zero. Or Cypher Zero.
That's it. Let's take a look at the final scores.
Congratulations, A. Dabbleton. Which one of you is it in the chat? Some gash. Yeah, that was funny. That was a Quiplash for sure.
Nice game, guys. Before my computer dies, I think I have time for one more. Then after that, I'll just be in the audience and I'll just judge you guys for your answers. No, I've won a couple of times, but it's not about winning, it's about having fun. And we have fun here. Sure, some things might be slightly offensive, but you realise that you need a sense of humour to live. But sometimes people might go a little bit too far, and that just means they don't get voted. Simple as that. I'm not leaving, I'm just okay. Did I spell that right? Let me in, let me in, let me in. Phew! Ooh, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Hello. She's behind me right now. Not Melissa. Then who are you? Alright, so we've got 4 people in the audience. Alright, let's have fun. Remember, vote for your favourite answer, otherwise it's not going to get picked. Unless it's the obvious winner, but you don't know that. Oh, did we have the dinner go last night? It went really well. The funny thing was our gambler was kind of drunk by the time that we got there, so he was already a bit silly. I'm not joking, he was already drunk. So he was like, "Meow!" Sort of thing.
This is round 1. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go!
Oh god, I'm gonna go to... Oh, I'm gonna... This is gonna mess with my head for a while. Okay, I have no idea what to do for this one. There's an obvious joke in front of me, but I'm just not getting it. Not very inventive, but I like my first one.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Starting things off, how far is too far?
Too far, simple as that.
Okay, pick your favorite.
I could have come up with some fucked up for that.
I know, right? I'm just gonna get some more water.
My answer for that would have been somewhere between sodomy and school children.
Next one, the unsexiest thought you can have.
I don't want to know.
Vote on your devices.
Okay, whoever wrote that, ouch. I said no Gooby in this.
That's me. That's really me.
If anyone picks Gooby, you're in trouble. We're not using my name in this. We're trying not to. Any other Dolan character's okay, but not Gooby, just for this round. Looks like people listened. Or they liked death, or they thought death was funny. Hey, JC and Ferris.
A realistic, honest fast food slogan.
This will kill you.
Time to vote.
Both of them have weed. Wow.
Next in line, the name of your new plumbing company. It's voting time.
Do I have a favourite movie? No. I like a lot of movies. Yes! Oh, I'm sorry. This is the only answer that I liked. My other one is shit. Completely.
And next, advice, never stick your tongue into blank.
That could be anything.
Vote on your devices.
I feel like my filthy asshole would have been an acceptable answer for this too.
Ew.
Did you hear my answers in the what's too far?
Some answers do go too far, but that's...
Did you hear the one I said?
I didn't see it in time.
Coming up next, what aliens do with you after the anal probe.
It's somewhere between sodomy and sleep.
Time to vote.
I'm going to hell if there's
And next is something that would make an awful hat.
A hat.
Vote on your devices.
Ew.
learn the two answers.
A little bit, but I think I picked the right one. Gooby, are you thinking of having children? Eventually, but not right now. In a couple of years, maybe? Dolan and I aren't ready yet. We want to travel and, focus on our careers a little bit first.
Next in line, what do you guess is an unadvertised ingredient in most hot dogs? It's voting time.
Hey, if I say this right, Billy Lot Z. How you doing? Just playing a bit of Quiplash. I was doing art earlier, but now I'm playing a bit of Quiplash with the audience before I stop streaming. It seems to be a regular thing now. Hey, nice try, the internet. I didn't like that answer at all, because I know there's so many things you can do with hot dogs, but my brain was just like...
That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard.
Congratulations, F you, lol.
On to round two, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say.
Okay, this one's almost too obvious. Okay, whoever got the other whoever got the equal question for that one, good luck. Have I ever had a big slurp bowl of ramen noodles? Well, we have Maggi noodles here, and that's sort of ramen. I love
First
that.
one, a reason to get into a fist fight with a koala bear.
So mean.
Okay, voting time. Pick your
Are
favorite.
they actually?
If you get too close, that's why you keep your distance. They're cute from a distance.
Guess that was one thing Steve Irwin never told us about.
Basically, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone, like snakes.
Okay, next one. Name
Except
a
they
new
don't
reggae
have venom,
band
so
made up
I think they're a
entirely
bit
of
safer
chickens.
than snakes.
Time to vote.
I don't think I've actually had pho, so I'm going to say ramen for that one. Hey, even Stevens. Good job, guys.
Next one. An alternate use for a banana. Vote on your devices.
I feel like they're both the same thing.
Cool. It just seemed appropriate
Next
at the
up,
time.
the dumbest person in the history of all time.
Okay, that's funny. Hey, Camper Cat. Hope you're having a nice day, night, whatever you're going through right now. For me, it's now evening. It's 6:11 p.m. Ooh.
And next, an invention by Thomas Edison that never caught on. It's voting time.
Thank you, Plexa McPee, if I said that right. Calixa? It's another even one. Yay! There have been so many even ones. That's good.
These are good answers.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. An odd casting choice would be Clint Eastwood as blank.
Batman. I don't know.
Actually, that'd be perfect.
Vote on your devices.
Batman.
Do I like exploring or knowing new things in life? I think exploring is pretty cool, but the unfortunate thing is with my chronic fatigue, it will sort of limit me a little bit. Yay. Wow.
Next one.
Oh, Gooby, I heard you got married. Yep, me and Dolan got married in March.
Time to vote.
Both of them are nasty. Goobs, where are you from? I am from Victoria, Australia. More specifically in the Melbourne-ish area. Which is a big range, so I'm not really giving much away. Ew! That fleck? Bad. Bad. Bad! Bad.
Coming up next, a kinky weird thing that does not happen in 50 Shades of Grey, as far as you know. Vote on your devices.
No, I wasn't born with chronic fatigue. It developed about 4 or 5 years ago, basically a year after I met Dolan. No, 2 years, because I had glandular fever first. See, that's not kinky, that's just clever and funny. Thank you for the votes. a relationship with feelings. I'm pretty sure that doesn't
Round
happen
2
if you
is
show
now
the guy.
complete. Let's see who completed it well.
Thanks. I haven't read the books. I haven't even read a section of it.
You don't need. You know that's all you need.
Yeah, well, I did watch the first movie with Dolan as a bit of a joke, but I haven't seen the second
This
one.
is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up. Point values are tripled, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. Our prompt is the best shirt to wear next to somebody who's wearing an I'm with Stupid t-shirt.
This one is horrible. If anyone picks this, so sad. Sorry to hear about your disease. Yeah, it's not fun, but I suppose I could be worse. I could have no use of my legs or my hands, and that would be much worse. It just means that when I go out, sometimes I'll get exhausted after a couple of blocks. Like walking to the doctor's this morning was harder than what I would like to admit.
And out your
Is it
votes.
like a walk from where you live?
It's not too far, it's just like 3 blocks, but it almost killed me.
So neat that close.
I know which one I like there. That's not my answer. My answer sucked. Why do I get the feeling the one I like is yours? If it's not yours, I will be surprised.
Well, I just realized I fucked up on something.
Oh.
Oh well, whatever, it's Quiplash. It's not that still.
I got pity votes, thank you. I
Which
had
one
no
was
idea what to write. My brain was just like, what? Ah, okay. Brilliant. Deserved to win. I loved it.
Which one?
A bite my shiny metal ass. The one I thought you did.
That's all.
Is that
Now
the
for
one
the
you thought
final
was mine?
scores.
I thought it was yours because I know you like Futurama. I still won though! Hey! Yay! What's chronic fatigue? If you've ever had glandular fever or mono, it's basically that, except it's heightened a bit. Pretty much. Best way to describe it, without going into too much detail. I want to keep going, but my computer's on 11%. Maybe I can do one where I'm in the audience. I'll just watch. I can do that. So that way if my computer shuts down, the game won't stop. New players. It'll just go slow when it's down to 5%. Good luck to you guys. I shall be in the audience, lurking. Yes, I've actually got my computer charged, but for some reason when I use this OBS program and I stream, it lowers my, you know, computer percentage. It drains it more than what it needs to, and it gets stuck on 5%. Yep. It's currently on 11%. So, but when it's on 5%, the computer's just going to go very, very slow. Headfets, you're the one with the power. I suppose it'll just time down soon. Alright, let's see what you guys come up with.
Hey there, There, Schmitty here. You there, Schmitty here. Yes.
Good for you, Vengeance.
Again. Now let's do this anyway. This is round 1. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
Alright, I'll see you, William Allison. Thanks for coming by. Much appreciated. 5 people in the audience. Yay. I don't have to come up with any answer. I can actually chat with you guys. Yo. It's been a good stream. Thankfully, by sitting down, I don't make my chronic fatigue worse or better. It's usually better on the couch though because I'm more relaxed, but you know, at least I can still stream. That's good. Do you pronounce that Mirth or Orist Fist or Mr. the or is Fist? Let's just call you Mr. Fist. Fist 27. Hi. Cookie, it's you say it's 3:20 now.
It's 4:20.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing.
Good for you.
The first
Is that 3:20 a.m. or
a new
p.m.?
word for people that drive too slow in the fast
Yep.
lane. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
Ooh, nasty. Come on, let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. Let me vote. Why you know let me vote? Oh crap, I can't vote. I'm gonna have to try again. Sorry, I couldn't vote that one. My phone decided to lock me out.
Next up, what would you do if you were left alone in the White House for an hour?
Oh, Jesus.
It's voting time. Is what you hope the Mars rover finds.
Don't wanna know.
Vote on your devices.
Ooh. I don't know why it does this to me. It's probably because my phone's cracked. I need to get replacement glass for it. Why am I putting that off? I don't know. I'm bad. I have cling wrap around it at the moment so I can use it. See?
Next in line,
Wrap.
what happens to circumcision skin?
I don't want to know!
Time to vote.
Ew. Okay.
Next up, a bad name for a brand of bottled water.
Yeah.
Vote on your devices.
How does one ask a girl out? By being friendly, not being over the top, and trying not to freak them out.
Next
I wouldn't
one,
know because I've never had to ask
invent
a girl
new word
out.
for the toilet that sounds like it's from Shakespeare. It's voting time.
Oh. Ooh.
And next, the worst way to fly, blank airlines.
Hmm.
Time to vote.
Alright, well I suppose I'm technically not in this one, so you can use Gooby, but it would be, you know, mean to just give the votes to that one, so... I'm trying to talk to, you know, the chat when I can. I might have been ever so slightly distracted when I was doing my art,
The
but
weirdest room you could see in an airport would be one specifically
I'm here to
designated for
talk,
blank.
you know, answer your questions, potentially give advice based on my own past or whatever. But I can't tell you how to win Dolan over because, you know, I kind of want to keep him for myself, if that makes sense. So don't ask me to tell you how to chat with Dolan because I'm not going to tell you. He's mine. Stay away. I have the ring to prove it. Oh, I forgot to answer that one because I was too busy talking to the chat. Oh god, I can multitask. I promise that I can multitask.
That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores.
I'm a little late. That's alright. You came, so that's fine. I remember yesterday when I was streaming at about this time, I said that I was going to stream earlier tomorrow. Well, as it turned out, I had a few things. I ended up doing a couple of things, so I ended up streaming later than what I intended. But hopefully tomorrow when I stream, I will be able to stream earlier. Hopefully, like at 1 o'clock instead of at 3. But we shall see. If I could go to the future and ask yourself a question, what would the question be? Well, I suppose the questions I would ask, which I suppose a lot of artists would ask, is do you cringe at the stuff that I'm doing now, compared to what you're doing, compared to how your art is progressed now? Who knows, I might be in the same spot, might be drawing exactly the same, with a bit more precision. No, thanks, Cookie. Much appreciated.
Let's start this show. Our first prompt is, turns out the meaning of life is blank. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Alright, you got my answer. Let me vote. Let me vote, bitch, let me vote. Ah! You're an asshole. Don't let me vote. You would have got my vote, Bacon. Apparently everyone else voted anyway, so it's okay. Swifty's still funny though.
Okay, next one. Little known fact, an unaired episode of The Brady Bunch had the family dealing with blank.
Oh, Gary, what time zone do you live in? Australian? I don't know what that's called. Gary, what's your definition of love? It's a little bit tricky, but I would say someone who wants to be with you as much as you want to be with them, without sacrificing, you know, themselves as a person. You know, changing themselves for you. Like, I haven't changed for Dolan besides my, you know, I'm less depressed. And, you know, he still remained the same person that he was when we first
New
met.
show idea, America's Next Top Blank.
Yeah, it's now going slow because my computer's on 6%. This is why it's going to be the last one. Oh god, that's terrible.
Time to vote.
Yep, I know. Sorry about that. My computer is going slow now. At least we did most of it with speed. 4%? You've never gone that low before. Don't do 4%. Come on, keep charging. Keep charging. God, this is embarrassingly slow. I'm sorry about this. Wow. Alright, Roblox school shooter. I'm going to stop after this because, damn, that is awful.
So much lag.
It is awful. It's because my computer is now on 5%. I said that when it, you know... Yeah...
Next one.
Go on, Gooby, do you have any advice for asking out a girl YouTuber named Dolan Gooby? I'm married, so don't ask me out. My answer will be no. But otherwise, for me to like you, you'd have to be, you know, you'd have to have a little bit of humour. You'd have to make me laugh. I have to be comfortable with you. I can be silly, which is basically what Dolan is, so I found my match. It's perfect. See you, Eyelash. What are you sorry about, Cypher Vero? You use my name. It's fine. I'm not in the stream, so it's alright. I'm so scared about asking out this girl because I don't want to ruin our friendship. Yes, that is true, but you don't. But for all you know, she might feel the same way, and she's worried about ruining the friendship as well. I kind of did have that thing with a person before I met Dolan, where he didn't want to ruin the friendship.
The worst name for a
So,
summer camp.
you know, we ended up not going out because of his fear of ruining the friendship.
Vote on your devices.
It's up to you, Cookie. How long have you known this girl?
Yeah, how close are you guys?
Like best friends or like friends that you might see occasionally? It's really hard to read her. She's kind of naturally flirty. Oh, one of those, yeah. I knew a couple of girls like that. Yeah. They were flirty even when they had boyfriends, and I found that very awkward.
Coming up next, the most embarrassing crime to get caught committing. Time to vote.
I guess I'm not going to be able to vote for this one either. Stupid Quiplash. You're a mean game. Apparently you're okay with me being in the game, but you don't like me being an audience member. Cool.
And next, the worst ringtone for a cell phone.
No, God, you could be anything. Ouch.
It's voting time.
How many hours are you ahead of Ireland/UK? Well, we are currently sitting on 6:34 p.m. So whatever that means for you guys. Oh.
Next in line, another name for the Grand Canyon. Time to vote.
Funny.
America.
It's so hard to. I'm terrified of rejection. Well, honestly, you're never gonna know unless you don't try. I mean, that's how. If you watch the Planet Dolan Valentine video, you'll notice that the only reason why Dolan and I really got together is because, you know, he built up the courage and he asked me out.
I promise you, having an answer is infinitely better than never asking. Because even if it's a no, at least you know what it is.
Yeah.
You're not constantly thinking about the what if.
Round 2 is no more.
This
See
is
the
how
damage.
Yeah.
It may not sound like it, but it's easier to digest.
Welcome to the last lash, the final round. Stakes are tripled. There's just one prompt, and you're all getting it. Your last lash prompt is something you should never put on an open wound.
Interesting.
Let's see the responses. Give out your votes now.
I don't know how you could put Gooby's sneeze on an open wound. I tell you, I'd never sneeze on Dolan if he was, you know, if he had a injury. That would just be weird. Not like it's giving me time to vote. Come on. You're not gonna let me vote? You're bullshit. Find them. Meanie. Oh, must be because of the lag. That's probably why. Go on, Gooby, what time is it right now for you? It is, as I said before, it's just about 6:40 p.m.
That would have had my vote too, just because it's funny.
Which one?
The HIV infected wound.
Oh, gross.
Yep.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
Ooh, congratulations, Zach. Yay. Alright, well, before my computer decides it's had enough, I'm going to stop it there. Quiplash. I'm glad we had fun. Put it back on the art that I was working on earlier, because it was essentially what the stream was about. Yeah, so any other any other questions for me before I, finish? I'm not going to start anything else on this stream. I want to stream tomorrow, but I can't guarantee it'll be early. Please spare the computer. I don't want to spare my computer. I love it. Thanks for streaming, Gooby. Oh, I like streaming. It's fun. You want me to talk like my character? Okay. Me, 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 me. No. Is Dolan behind the computer doing something weird, or is it TV? It's TV! Now Princess and the Frog is on. It's like the last, I might be wrong here, but the last 2D princess movie before they fully moved into 3D.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I love, 3D, but there's just something, special about the 2D that they just can't quite recapture in 3D.
It's got like an organic feel to it to me.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but I think I head to bed. But thanks for having me, Gooby, and
that's all right.
Good night, stream.
It's good to talk to you. I'll talk to you
too.
tomorrow.
Take care.
Thanks.
All right,
bye. Say X a bunch of times fast. I'm not falling for that one. I don't really know enough about, DC and Marvel to judge that. I know that Quicksilver was in the Avengers for that one film. I don't know. That's a tough one. They're too similar. Yeah, Dolan, lurking. Alright, so what I shall do is I shall finish the stream here. I'm glad that you guys could come. I hope that you enjoyed Quiplash, as well as, the mostly art stream. I'm sorry that I couldn't quite be as, talkative as what I have been in the past. I haven't played Battlefield. I'm not too sure whether Matt's played it. Nah. Whoops. Dolan's a little sweetie. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Thank you for coming along. And look after yourself. Good night. Good morning. Goodbye. See ya.